Okay, we are live. We are live. Oh, they're talking about Final Fantasy. I guess I should unmute them.
It's the best character, but
guess
it's the
I
only
should.
character.
Hi,
Everyone
Cheetah.
else in that game is really boring.
That's not true. There's
Yes, I'm on the opposite side of the screen
Extra.
before you say anything.
Oh my god.
My point stands.
I told you I can't
Extra will give
decide
it
which
to you.
side I like better.
Listen, I literally
except for the Tachi before Tachi.
What? They should work. There we go. Okay. I got very
All I'm thinking
confused.
was that, man,
It's like, wait a
they
minute, why
really
did the
could have done
gnome
a
not
Journey in
work?
14. They really fucking could have.
I made sure they worked before I loaded everything.
They really could have.
The fuck?
Gotta fucking parse active spell effects. What the fuck is this? Okay, so this is the wall of cold.
Oh, the many monk. The many monk.
I don't know what
Hello,
the spell
Crow.
effect is, so it's going away.
They did work. I made sure everything worked this time. Didn't mess up. No scuff today. Wait, we say no scuff, but
No, nothing.
You cut out.
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah, I
There-
didn't hear
there
what you
might
said,
be.
Chief.
I was just asking how all of y'all are today.
alive.
Pretty good.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
That's the vibe.
Well, I didn't make it to the top of the volcano again, so I'm kind of sad.
Well, see, when my doctor asked
Are
me,
you
where do I see
Are you
myself
playing
in
that
5
peak
years?
game?
Yeah, we played it earlier.
Ah.
These motherfuckers couldn't stay on the side of the mountain.
Listen. I don't want to talk. I literally was fucking 3 in the goddamn morning, made it all the way to the top of the Arctic, and then
And then?
The Fire Nation attacked.
Peon broke.
Oh.
Peon broke.
The baton.
Wait, the ones you
It's
play
on.
straight?
The baton.
Yeah.
Peon fucking broke.
Koi.
Yeah, they have durability.
Koi,
Into
Crow
the
said
ice.
you were out here making excuses.
Top Crow, first and foremost.
You can tell them it's not stream. Tell
Jesus
them.
Christ. I'm not
Sorry.
even-
Yeah, maybe if you just
I'm
get
not
good like
even
me and Nick,
doing
who got to the top, and we got with Bing Bong to the top. So
Yeah, we survived with Beanbon.
What the fuck is Bing Bong?
Beanbon's
It's
a
a
little
stuffed
plushie.
toy.
This is the plushie that we put in the backpack.
We're
Yeah,
also
it
now
is.
going to cook him on every single bonfire as we go up to the top.
Oh, I did that. Only got to 3 though, but did that. Listen, I'm bad at these types of games.
We pretty
I don't
we pretty averagely make it to the kiln. Not to brag.
I have cinnamon sticky
I-
thingies. I'm gonna eat
I
them.
Right.
fucking broke our group last night.
What
Don't
did you do?
even talk about it in a Razor stream, bro.
well,
Mm.
I want to specify that Billy playing that game broke my brain.
You mean when he could actually load it?
Yeah, the
The game did
disconnect
not
across
like
the-
having him play the fucking game. It was like, "Hey, you're on." No, you're not. No,
We're gonna get started.
Yes,
We're gonna try and clear this dungeon tonight.
I haven't got nothing
Ooh,
going on.
tea. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, let's go for it.
All right. Last time on the wonderful
Danko.
adventures of you guys plus extra party,
Domo,
it was
Danko.
more fighting,
Yeah,
Yay.
and
More
the
fighting.
dungeon continues.
I got possessed.
I know, I can't do all
That
that.
is true. You did get possessed. Taylor
This
got
time
turned
it
to
was
stone.
ghost teleport, not stone teleport.
Why are you guys so quiet for me? What the fuck?
Why are you?
Why are you so quiet?
No, you.
Why am I so quiet?
You were for a
No,
second.
this part.
Well, yeah, because I was whispering to myself instead of projecting my fucking voice like a
Oh.
stage actor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I believe you guys had just dispatched some flaming skeletons with a wall of cold.
Stage
Yes, that. Yes, that is exactly what it
Almost
I know
sucked
where
up a
at.
fireball to the mouth.
Yeah, but then it got counterspelled. Are you
I'm a
maintaining this wall, by the way, Maxim?
Yeah.
But it
It's kind
hurts.
of hot in here. He's trying to get the temperature down.
Did you?
It's getting hot in here.
Temperature's going
No.
down with this wall because it's not.
That's what I'm saying. You're trying to get the
I
temperature
did
down.
the.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I did the
Hey,
log
babe,
out
I left
thing.
my glass of water in the kitchen.
I'm done.
Can you
So
please
that's
go
it.
get it for me?
Because I don't think
Tea
you
is
careful
hot.
spelled it. So
No, I didn't.
Can
I
you please?
changed it.
Thank you. Appreciate.
Where is? Why is?
I would like to
Who's-
cast light because I realize Maxim is the only one with a light.
I made him
Sure,
upset
are you
because he
casting it on
just got
yourself?
home
You guys
from
have
work
Yeah, on
like
myself.
guys?
less than an hour ago.
Oh,
I made him get up.
Will you hit light again? There should be a thing that says do effect.
Okay.
I need you to hit
Apply light effect or place?
that. Apply light effect. So it lets me do this.
Thank
Awesome,
you.
cool.
It lets me apply it to a token.
There we go. Now we have water, tea. I don't have coffee. Can't drink coffee anymore. Makes me
Bare
sad.
necessities, the simple bare. Sorry.
I don't know why she's holding on
Forget
to
about
my
your
shirt.
worries and your strives.
The doll's holding onto my shirt while I walk around.
Because you
Hold on.
group grabbed the both of you.
No, I know. I'm doing
Now
it
you got
just
the
so I
stuck in my
can
head. Thank you.
I still have
easily
possession of
take
this
the
token, I
person.
think.
You should.
Pickle, what are you doing?
I'm doing it so I can
But
easily
it's
take
not
it. I
like
just think kinetically
it wasn't letting me move it for some reason.
or visually it's funny is what I'm.
Was doing a weird thing where I was going like in between the characters' point of view.
Here, I'll move you into the hallway.
That song's gonna live rent
Fireballs.
free
And then if
in
you
my
like
head
click
tonight.
drag, like you're
Doo-doo-doo.
selecting units in a RTS, you should be able to select both of them.
Uh,
So you move as a unit.
There we go.
Should probably close Blue Sky right
bro.
now.
I thought I
really-
did that before, and then like when I went up and down, it would like change between the characters. It was weird.
There's nothing
Was
here.
very
We should
weird.
leave.
Ah,
There's
this
a
is my
bunch of empty
favorite
rooms.
spot over here. It's my favorite spot. Wall.
There's a whole path this way.
Whole ass hallway.
What's in that room?
It's probably locked.
You
A
know,
skull.
somebody told me I
Some
shouldn't enter
sound.
rooms first.
But you're our tank.
Some
No,
more
no, no.
sound. I thought I had.
I'm gonna
dark
need
vision.
Ogra, and I will make it for Melody. To make.
Wendy?
No, Melody.
Oh.
Yeah, I control the monk.
Why is she in that room? Is that why?
Yes.
Oh, I was like.
Ogra and Melody are in the room. Hmm.
Hello, horse.
What? Hello? Hello? What?
Don't answer to
It'll
that.
be perception checks.
I thought I was a pony. Now I'm a horse. What kind of nicknames do you keep giving me?
Oof. Yeah.
At
Feel
least one of you
better.
rolled well.
Where's your cutie mark?
Where's the cutie mark?
I have a better perception than a monk.
A brand? You mean a brand? I don't do that.
You got bear
She's not
eyes.
trained in perception.
That,
No.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Nick, where
Ogre, you walk in, look around. Yeah, there's like a flaming skull, but it seems to be kind of like shifting around towards the ceiling. And then Melody points out a handful of very interesting shadows.
Koi, you can't.
Yeah.
Don't.
That
Koi,
Koi,
crawl
don't
along the
eat people from
ceiling.
the stream. That's
Well,
not
hey,
Koi,
guys.
stop it,
nice.
Crow. It's unacceptable.
I'm going to cast
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't
tell
do it.
friends
Don't
there's
do it.
more
I will
guys
be
in here.
upset.
It's funny you should mention
Don't do it!
casting, because they're gonna cast a spell first.
Oh. Oh.
Counterspell it.
It will be so.
Okay.
Your
Counter
barbarian magic.
Would you say I have a reaction?
Not at this moment. Melody has a
Cool.
reaction.
This is what it's like having
But
little,
you did not see
little
them.
brother.
I don't know why you have a personal
Yeah,
connection to
yeah,
DD Koi.
exactly.
What?
It's DD.
What?
It's
No.
I'm gonna type out why right now in the chat.
I did not hear what y'all just fucking said.
I said you leave Crow alone, and then I said I don't know why you have a personal connection to Diddy.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all so much.
I said no, it's Didi, but
Not what I want.
it's Didi for me.
Not the spell they are casting.
Listen,
That is
listen.
the spell they are casting.
Oh,
Ogre, I need you to
Oh,
make
no.
me a wisdom saving throw.
Robot.
No.
I
No.
Not
can't say
this time.
So this one will get Melody.
There goes my chair.
Cool. Now make that 3 more times for me. Actually, 2 more times. We'll count 2 of them as casting. You
How about
forget
now?
the second
do
one?
I have to do another one?
Yes.
My-
Damn you,
my
Nat
friends
20,
are
you
terrible.
useless son of a bitch. Shit.
You do fail the third. This one gets you.
I like Crow.
Good luck, guys.
Crow's pretty chill.
You can't speak.
No, this is
You
out of
can't speak,
character.
right? Because you're
This is,
paralyzed.
this is out of
No,
character.
you cannot speak when you are
He
paralyzed.
was acquitted. Yes,
Out of
yes,
character.
I know.
Good luck, guys.
Time to have a freak off in the broom.
No, it's fine. You wasted. You had them waste what? 4 spells
Oh my god, my tea is still too
to get
hot.
2 of you.
Fuck.
Deathlock.
Luckily, Wendy is also
How
standing
is it still
here in
so
the
hot?
doorway.
It's freezing
So the
in
two
my
of you
room.
like walk in. Melody clearly points at something and then freezes, and is still very much pointing at it.
Oh no.
To which Wendy goes,
Ooh, ice cream.
You know,
"All right, fuck this shit."
what
AL
kind of
gang.
ice cream?
And then she wanders in.
I'm more surprised that Ogre
kind of
has
ice cream?
experienced 2
Tell me what
whole
kind of ice cream,
persons
Koi.
in the same building.
Yeah, I saved it twice, but that damn
Oh, I get
third
to move.
one.
Okay.
And it's
nat 20
once
one
again
Excuse me.
fight time.
Woohoo! Let's go.
Again? You guys are? Oh my god.
We're in a dungeon. Yes,
Stop.
it's fight time again.
Yeah, I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm not fighting.
Oh man, it's big, I'm level 11. You had Culver's, you bastard.
No, I had pizza. Ooh, mint concrete
Ooh.
mixer is fucking amazing. Ah. The nearest
Ooh,
Culver's
vanilla with
is
The
M&Ms
one
is also
time
really good,
I
Koi.
roll
I
well is
will
the time I
always
don't
eat
even really
vanilla
wanna
with M&Ms or
participate in
vanilla with caramel
it.
syrup or
You
vanilla with
okay,
anything.
bro? Okay, alright. Just my life.
I don't know what Culver's is. Is that like a specific ice cream place?
Oh, good. And it starts at Wendy's turn.
Man, you guys are mean to each other. Love to see it.
Go, Wendy.
That's canon. That's a canon event.
She's gonna wander down here.
Oh, it's a fast food
and,
chain. Okay.
Attack a white as it clings to the wall.
It's like with schoolyard kids.
Man, why
The
can't I
bully's
time out
affection.
She's gonna hit.
It seems like y'all bully each other pretty equally, man.
Gonna deal some
Popeye is
damage.
superior. You know what? I agree, Hunter. I like Popeyes a lot.
Her axe mostly slipping past its very
It's Midwest.
ghostly
Oh, okay.
form.
That's why I don't know it, because I'm on East Coast.
She crits the second one.
Oh. Totally different thing. Okay, well, I still agree with
That's still a
Derpy.
barbarian thing. It is not, or she doesn't have it yet.
He has head calls
Koi,
before.
are you saying
Oh, okay.
I is the goat? Because it's true.
I swear to God.
That makes it Brambleberry's turn.
I'm.
For
In
reference,
the
Brambleberry,
hallway?
what you heard was you saw like Ogre and Melody walk into that room. Wendy like hung out right here, turned and looked and said, "Oh fuck this," and then ran in, axe drawn.
Okay, well, I guess I need to go see. Game's paused. Can't move.
No, it's not. I don't know what you're
What
talking
are you
about.
talking about? Game's not paused. There's no recording footage of this.
None at all.
You see like a white clinging to the wall.
That's what it sounds like.
That's the sounds of his bones rattling.
Well, can I throw?
Fucking-
Can I throw a
Never,
psychic
never
blade?
mind. Whites
at
are
it?
literally just ghosts and don't have bodies. That's what the flaming skull sound made. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, while they were getting crisped
way.
by my cold wall.
Did it
Did it
hit?
hit?
It hit?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna do it again.
Big hits, big hits.
I can't sneak attack, right? Because nobody's next to it.
You cannot. Yeah.
Alright.
You do not have a. No.
Do you? Oh, the vexing. I don't know if that's only for melee.
I wouldn't be able to throw my dagger anyway to sneak attack, right? So
No, you can. You can sneak attack with a
Okay.
ranged attack. We
Oh.
fully
we've
figured
been
that out.
we've been through this.
Yeah,
yes.
you've done that before.
Yes, we
yeah.
have.
What do you mean lost connection?
Well-
Yes.
They did that to me too before. I guess I'm done? Question mark?
I just ate my
I'm
dinner. hung
rereading
up.
Vex.
Oh, okay.
You're not grown up unless you eat ass.
If you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to that
True.
creature, you would advantage on your next attack roll
Fuck
against that
hunter.
creature before they. No, you have advantage.
All right, so I'm gonna throw my sneak attack.
Yeah,
Also, you should probably apply advantage in case it was a crit.
Oh my god.
I did.
You did?
So yeah, you can get it. You
Oh,
can
yeah.
basically, as long as you throw that second dagger,
Yeah.
you can basically sneak attack everything you touch.
Okay.
As long as you land with both.
Yeah,
hits, I think. yeah.
as long as the first attack hits.
Okay.
Because it just says hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature. So I guess it's also possible if they're immune. So like if you stab a fire elemental with a fire knife, then you don't get sneak attack because you dealt 0 damage.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's fair.
It's this white's turn.
My husband is dying in the background. I am sorry for anything that my mic is picking up. Apparently, he's
Down
just
over here.
dead, dying, killing over.
And is going to.
Rip.
That's oh, it's a weapon attack. Okay, cool. So he's gonna do it multiple times.
Yeah.
So he's gonna multi-attack. And he's gonna do some very fun
gonna
drain
have
life shenanigans on
Another
Ogre.
cinnamon stick. A cinnamon stick.
Which because you
I
are
actually don't
paralyzed.
know what these are, but it's really good.
Auto crit.
Melee attacks auto crit. Spells just auto hit.
This is not a spell.
Oh, then
He
yes.
touches you and drains the life through your body.
So it's just like a feature.
Technically it's a weapon.
Oh,
In the same way a claw is a weapon.
so what you're telling me is he works on the corner. Gotcha.
Oh
Damn.
my fucking god.
Do you not consider that draining the life out of you? I thought it was.
Man, Koi, even your
He has advantage, and if he hits you, he auto crits.
even your roll reflected how far away you are from this whole combat. Like your
Yeah, I
initial
know,
roll.
right? I'm like off in the middle of fucking Timbuktu because I was trying to figure out how to not collide with the wall.
By walking around it.
I'm going
Oh,
to
is it because you have control of a second token?
Yeah.
So he hits,
Yeah,
and
that's
that
what's
means he
happening
auto
nature.
crits.
Nice.
There is also a save you need to do, so we'll pull that up. Which I believe, since it's not a dex save, you don't auto fail it.
Oh, it rolled for both still. All right.
That's okay.
Oh, why is my mic so
14.
super sensitive today? I didn't change anything. Weird.
Yeah, it's not a strength or dex save, so you don't fail it.
I passed.
You do succeed the save.
Well, hello, smiley puppy.
He's a pooper.
He's
Well,
smiling
he's right
at
here.
me.
It's a good pooper.
Oh no, you don't climb my lap. You're a big boy. You're not a lap dog.
No, it's the big
Every dog is
dogs.
a lap dog.
It's the big dogs. I think they're the smallest.
Asher is, of course, lapdog.
Asher,
Oh,
good
yeah.
boy.
Asher's
Exactly.
tiny, all right. So that makes sense. Anubis is big.
He's not tiny. He's medium size.
Asher tiny.
You will then attack again.
He's only tiny compared to me.
Which he just rolls a nat 20.
All right.
Ah.
But he was auto crit anyways.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, you didn't need that, bud. You just had to hit him. Make the save again, please.
Man, I hope I'm that. Yep. Okay, good. I'm the 8.
That works. You get
It's like,
lots
man, I
of
really
value
hope
out
I'm
of
the
that
8
con.
one.
For reference, if you fail that, your max hit point is reduced by the amount of damage you take.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that.
It's pizza.
That's nice.
And that's until like restoration or long rest, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
This reduction lasts until the target finishes
it's,
a long
it's
rest.
floppy pizza.
I think lesser restoration also fixes it. Or greater restoration, one of the two.
Maybe.
I don't remember.
But
It's
that's the
floppy
White's
pizza.
turn. That makes it Maggie's turn. Up in the hallway, he just hears commotion.
Yep. Like, what the sweet fuck is happening? Bruh. Oh my god, it's so bright.
Goodness golly
There's 2
gosh.
light spells down there.
Yeah, that's fair. Alright. We're gonna. Oh, I'm like, why isn't this working? Because I don't. There we go.
Because you have the measurement tool on.
I have not eaten all
Yes,
day, so
yes, I
I am
did.
going to eat this pizza and
Remember, you
enjoy
cannot
it.
end your turn on the same space as another token.
Am I
No,
on another token?
No, they're
No,
not.
you were fine.
It's got chicken and
Okay.
banana peppers on it. I like
I
banana
mostly meant
peppers.
if you like tried to get into this doorway, you might run into another person.
Yay,
Okay, cool. I was like, I
food!
Because
can't
the
see.
doorway is kind of
Okay.
cramped.
I hope you guys have
Okay.
been feeding yourselves.
You can ride the centaur.
Yeah, that's good enough. Wait. Ah, yes, I know what I'm doing, I say. Not knowing what I'm doing.
You okay, Coy?
Yeah?
Okay.
Mhm.
I'm just making sure I didn't move out of my like vicinity of movement because I realized I went back and then forward, so the counter's wrong, and so I was like, okay, no wait, I have to make sure that it's not like I just moved 45 to 50 feet when I only have 40. I also don't remember shit about this character, so I'm trying to remember if I can fucking chuck something.
She has spells. You could chuck magic.
Right, she has spells. There it is.
Oh, he's so adorable. I
you know
love
what?
him so much.
Actually, I like
Don't
that.
make me sing the song. In the eye.
Oh my god.
That's the saddest song in the world.
Yeah, that's the
Okay,
feed the meat.
I am gonna use magic missile on.
He is adorable.
Oh, you have sight on too.
I will embarrass the shit out of my little brother.
Yes, so I'm gonna use ping. Damn you!
Adorable, even.
Right.
Absolutely.
If you cast the spell, it will likely ask you to assign targets.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay. I was throw it on this one over here.
Are you just throwing all of them into it?
That was-
Where did that go?
Because you shoot 3 darts. Each one's dealing 4 damage.
Oh yeah. Okay. No. Well. No. Then I'm gonna deal all. I thought it was a collective for. I'm like, oh, that sucks.
No.
I will throw all 3 darts at this guy right here.
All right.
Since I have.
Yeah, the thing
visual
about
on him.
magic missile is you shoot 3 darts base, and then
Uh-huh.
for every spell level you upcast it, you
I have
shoot an
been
extra
told to
dart.
hydrate.
Uh-huh.
They shall hydrate.
So he takes.
I have
4
the water.
damage.
You guys should hydrate
3
too.
times.
Don't forget, water's
As 3
important.
darts of magic ping off of his ghostly face.
Mm.
Concentrating.
That one is not.
Is that all for Maggie?
I'm gonna hear this battle music in
yeah,
my
because I don't think
goddamn
she can do
sleep
anything
later.
else.
Not really.
Yeah, not really. That's about as much as she can do. Yep. So she's gonna call it there and enter.
That makes it Lavy's turn.
Oh, what's going on over here? I can't go around the corner.
No,
Oh,
technically,
no.
the wall would be blocking.
What is he?
Fireball.
She has shit spells, bro. I can't.
She
really
casts
don't-
Liamon's tiny hut and takes a nap.
She got- Oh my
The
god.
classics.
Hey, she has spells tailored to this party's experiences.
That's fair. That's fine.
Where are the rest of these flaming skulls?
Am I
Because
crazy? Am I reading this?
I only see 2.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's only one flaming skull.
Whatever. Skulls. Flaming skulls. I'm eating pizza. I don't care.
I just finished my pizza moments ago.
My pizza just got here.
Listen, I'm eating a bowl of ice cream right now.
Ice cream sounds delicious too.
Good soup.
It's good soup. It's actually kind of melted, so it is kind of just good soup.
You missed
Oh, I rolled a
context.
dead on this
Missed
guy.
context for what? What did you miss
Hmm?
context for?
Damn, what a on the dude over in the far end.
What did I
Alright.
miss?
He throws that
Now I'm
saving throw.
confused.
Fails miserably. Takes
A piece of chicken fell off. My
needs
chimkin.
to roll me a d. Oh, did it roll?
It rolled D12. Yeah.
Okay, so it does. It does
Oh! You missed.
take into that.
We were
so-
just calling you
Asshole,
adorable
bro.
and
Should it
embarrassing
be
you
what level?
in chat. That's
Are
all.
we level 10 or 11?
Because you are.
We're
You're
level 10.
adorable.
Oh, okay.
Some of the other party are level 11.
Well,
Yes.
she's level 11.
Don't you tell
I
me
have
no.
one,
She is
so-
not.
I
Only
mean,
Taylor is.
hold on. Let me finish chewing my food before I'm rude and shit. But yes, you are chaos, but you can also be adorable chaos.
Oh, it's necrotic damage. That's why.
The immune to necrotic.
Facts. See,
No, he took
See?
damage.
Nick is on my side. Hell yeah.
They're resistant to
You
necrotic
hear
damage.
myself through somebody's spike.
Isn't that the guy concentrating?
No, he's bloodied.
Oh.
Means he's less than half.
Okay, my tea should probably be like warm now. Maybe I could drink some.
Speaking of that guy,
Still a little hot, but that's okay.
uh,
It's drinkable now. It ain't gonna scorch my tongue. Oh, it probably is your
is
mic. I don't have
not a
Discord
big
showing me whose
fan
mic is popping. I don't
of
have
this
that.
big
I don't have
hippo
that
in front of him.
God, her fucking spells, bro.
up. Is the evidence.
Killing me, man.
It just gave you another AoE caster.
I know, like all of her stuff is AoE, but she don't have careful spells, so I'm like, well, I can't do nothing except this one cantrip.
Uh-oh. Fear.
Really?
Is it centered on him?
Can she even do fear to whatever those are?
No, she's not doing it. They're
It's-
doing the
Oh,
right.
Sounds
oh.
like it's centered on them. It doesn't say anything about it
It's
not
a
being.
cone.
It's a cone. from
It's an
them.
aura.
No, it's a cone. It's not an aura.
I read emanation and then I stopped reading.
Consider a cone was.
Where'd my napkin go? I lost it. Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I think it's based on them. So.
Oh no. Oh
So
no.
I need Thaddeus to make it, and also Ogra and Melody to make it. Though Ogra and Melody are kind of just getting status effects stacked right now.
Pretty great.
Siblings don't count. Siblings
So-
count?
This
What?
is wisdom. I still roll it, right?
Yes,
Is it poll time?
you can be feared and paralyzed.
Or can
You
I?
just
no,
you
I
just
can't.
can't participate in the running away part of fear.
Hold on, don't I have? I guess I can't do anything because never mind.
I was gonna say, I don't think you have anything that makes you immune to fear.
Not immune, but I thought I had something that would give me advantage.
Alright, that's enough pizza for me.
You're a halfling in disguise.
Yeah, I'm
Don't
3
think
halflings in a bear
so.
suit.
No?
So you're now also feared, in addition to being paralyzed.
Oh, me and Levelor make. You're right. I didn't know halflings had that.
I hate Domino's pizza, but
And that is
when the
his
pizza
turn.
place is about to close
Now it's
by
Ace's
you,
turn.
you don't have time to order. You do the
Cool.
next best thing.
Kill them all.
With what?
Oh, drop a bomb at your feet.
Lightning bolt.
Allah
Or
Akbar.
magic gun.
I am no longer hungry, so that's a good thing.
Hunter? No. Sit down. Yeah.
What? Where's the poll system? I thought we had polls. What?
Are you targeting the flame skull?
It says
Yes.
poll. It says I have
Okay.
can manage a poll. Excuse me. How do? I don't know how to do it. It says you can do polls and predictions. I'm confused.
And we'll just do another 4
'Cause
to
both
it.
things are available for me to manage, which means it has things for mods to do. Oh my god, Nick.
Time for the other AoE caster's turn.
Oh, we.
You gotta do a one and then you gotta get
Oh,
on the
howdy
poll. You're
doodly.
awful. You're so awful.
What are you concentrating on?
I don't. Nothing? Why am I concentrating?
You're still technically concentrating on Wall of Fire.
Excuse me. Oh my! There goes my ear. Didn't need it.
Blow your own ear out.
Is it in my chat settings, maybe?
Just tinnitus acting up.
Oh,
Mm.
Excuse me.
Am I-
while
am I
While
here?
we all experience this.
Are you here?
You're here. What's up?
Okay.
There we go. There we
Yeah,
go.
my mic was being weird for a second.
All 5 of us are safe.
Classic.
We're good.
That skull fails. And you didn't transmute the damage, right?
I cannot. I can only do one of the meta magics.
Okay, so the flame skull is fine. It being fully immune to fire damage.
Makes sense.
Antics 21.
That doesn't seem to be it.
Fails the concentration check.
I am unsure how you
Hooray.
can do a
Breaks
poll.
concentration
Boy.
on
I
Ogra,
don't
who
know
is
how
still
you can do
feared.
it.
Not freedom. You're engulfed in a lot of flames and fear. There's a lot of things happening in this room.
Yep.
Ogre is free to spend his turn running away.
I just have to run away. I just can't go towards that target, can't I? Isn't that how it works?
That one is frightened, which read that it was like you must take the dash action.
Karen
Oh,
must
yeah,
take the
yeah.
dash action and move away from. Yeah, move away from you, the safest
Okay, because I
route
sure
on
couldn't.
each of its turns, unless there is nowhere to move. Unless you end your turn on somewhere where you can't see it.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, there's a couple different kinds of like fear and frightened.
Yeah.
One fails to save. Takes the damage. And everyone else is protected by a careful spell, so.
Damn, did I do no damage to the guy at the end?
I think you did damage to him. Did I fuck up?
I didn't see him take damage unless I'm
I've-
crazy.
I count 1, 2, 3. That
Can't wait for
did
that to
saving
viable
throws.
consensus that I'm right and you are in fact
1, 2,
normal.
3. I count 4.
Well, one of them.
But
did
it's
the
possible I moved
Constitution.
on. So.
That one succeeded. This
Right,
one
succeeded, so it
succeeded
takes half, but it won't matter. Oh, no, it does matter. Never mind, I lied to you. There you go.
Both. Why not both?
Okay, I see.
I miscounted when I cut that damage in half. But there we go. Now everybody's had damage applied to it.
Alright, have a good day. Oh wait.
Mhm.
Which fucking movement am I using here? Hold on.
What?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 30 if you go right back to where you were.
Okay.
So confused as to what just happened.
That makes it Melody's turn, who is very paralyzed. It is no longer Melody's turn.
Do they get to save,
Did,
or
did,
is that?
did you make the poll?
Not against hold person.
Yeah.
Did I?
Isn't that that's a at the end of her turn though?
I don't remember. Some
to
spells do
reread
some.
Yeah, at the end of its
spells.
turn, the target can make another wisdom saving throw on a success.
Yeah, there now. She gets to roll again.
Nick doesn't have claim on a word. That's fine. You can say a
That's
word that
probably
he
a no.
said.
Moving on.
Nick is not
Huzzah.
owner of a dorkable. Where is he? What is on my screen?
That makes it Ogre's turn. Who, freshly paralyzed, must now leave.
Yeah.
Use that.
Or am I?
Okay, I can't see it anymore.
Yeah, you're good.
At least your fur's nice and not singed.
Actually, here's a good question. Fear specifically says it creates a projection of your greatest fear. Ogre, what is your greatest fear?
The world tree on fire.
There you go. So, you're in your eyes. There's just this image of the world tree ablaze, and you're like, "No, I'm out." Bye.
Fuck that shit, I'm out.
Zanjaro, it's your turn.
Gonna move into the room. Okay. There's more people. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have one more square of movement, but that's okay because I don't need to move because I am going to channel divinity to turn on dead.
Woo! Cleric's getting to cast that ability a lot today.
Right? It's pretty rad. I like it.
It's almost like I prefaced the shit out of it.
So that's just the seer. Let me see if I can click this to actually target something.
Wisdom save.
What are these answers?
I did click turn, but it only allowed me to click one, and nothing appeared on the chat.
Yeah, so I just know they need to make a wisdom save, and the DC is 18.
Yeah, and I think
What are
everyone's
these
in range. 'Cause I think it's 30 feet.
answers?
Yeah, it is.
No, but in Spanish.
That guy fails.
You do know in
And
Spanish.
they fail. They
it's
take 21 radiant
no.
damage.
Yep, takes the seer damage on radiant.
I may have voted for no, but in Spanish.
You only did that for the memes, Hunter, and you know it.
No, but in Spanish. What?
It's still no.
Do you want me to say it again in Spanish? No.
No.
He also fails, takes the seer damage and dies. This guy makes a Constitution save.
Majority rules.
Succeeds. Melody is still paralyzed.
It's golf rules, so he fails. Higher number bad.
Unfortunately, that's not how the game works.
Damn. Where are the bones?
Found him.
That guy fails. Takes the seer damage. Dies.
I see, said the blind man.
That guy succeeds, so he does not take the seer damage.
Damn it.
And that guy, I believe, also succeeds. Yeah, DC is 18.
Well, you can roll less than like 10s today.
I think
Mr.
you have
those are allowed.
No.
a few more minutes.
And also I
Oh,
did. There were some Constitution saves that some people broke concentration.
You
I will
rolled
end my turn here.
like
Flame Skull's turn.
too low. Oh no.
Ball.
He is.
The guy peering over die.
Yeah, he's dead. Or no, he took damage and then failed his concentration save.
I can't see this fucking room, so I don't even know. I don't know what's going on.
He's gonna move here so we can see better.
Don't do it.
And he's gonna cast
Wall of fire.
negative. He's casting Flaming Sphere.
Oh, it's a freaking summon.
Do I have a summon for Flaming Sphere? I wonder. Damn it. I hate it when I do that. Oh, is it gonna say I'm still logged in? Yep. All right, everybody out.
Aww.
You kicking us out?
We're
I
getting
have-
kicked
I-
out. Yeah.
I have to reset the whole server.
Oof.
I'm out.
I'm out too.
Because if I hit
Logged
the
out.
fucking refresh button, it's like, oh, so you're no longer in the game, but you're still logged in.
Yeah. That no.
And the only way for me to fix
Hey,
that
look,
is
guys!
to
I
just
said no
restart the whole
technical
fucking
difficulties, but my DM is having
You're
technical
not gonna do damage.
difficulties.
I'm gonna kill you.
Oh, kicked me out.
I mean,
Yeah, you're supposed to log out, Red.
Oh.
Yeah, well, I did the same thing Raz did, so we both got kicked out because I only went to that screen as well.
bruh.
I guess me and Hunter have the dumb brain cell.
That's because Daniel has stolen my brain cell, and
I keep
left
telling you, it's not stealing. It's called a parental contract.
Can I log back in?
Yes, you're good. You should be able
Okay.
to log back in.
Downloading world data. Please wait.
Don't tell me what to do.
Downloading world
gonna
data. Please
Impatiently
wait.
bounce my foot.
Hey, look, there's another one. It's
My,
3 to
my,
3.
my screen is black.
Technically, it's 3 to 111.
Why is family talking to me? Ew.
4 of them are no. It is
Yeah,
3
but the
to
person
3.
probably didn't read the
I
parentheses.
do not. There we go.
No, I did.
Damn it, Jesse.
See?
Damn it. Yeah, also it's Jesse. He really doesn't care.
Oh, game, please. Don't do this.
So
Oh,
the
okay,
current
it-
poll is 3 no's and
there we
3
go.
yeses.
Yes. Yes, it is.
3
Technically,
different
it's
types of no's.
2 no's, 1.5 yes.
No, there's no half. It says lying.
Hunter, you did yours for the meme. Shut up.
Nope, it's no. I put no.
But in Spanish for the
Well-
meme.
Exactly.
Oh, now
I
there's
like how
fire
that
in
just
front of
looks
me.
like a spell and
There's a
less-
flaming sphere in front of you.
I don't like it.
No, I just have a black screen. That's
But
all
it's
I
gotta
have.
take initiative.
I had to
Oh,
reload
we'll
to
go
get
back.
for it to actually load again.
Same.
Yep, this
I
is my
think we were
third
trying
time
to
doing
reload
it.
it. Oh.
Sometimes it takes me quite a few.
I'm loaded in now. Yeah, okay, I am. The
Oh.
spooky music is back.
Oh, yay.
So, on its bonus action, the flaming skull is gonna ram the sphere into Brambleberry.
Oh.
That's hot. Literally.
Roasted horse.
I don't want to be roasted. Can I react to this?
It's a melee attack, so not
Oh.
really.
Okay.
Can I reaction duck?
Oh wait, it's a melee attack, so warding flare.
Yeah, it just says, I think it's a ram. Move
It
the sphere
says
up
that
30 feet.
it
Ram the
doesn't-
sphere into a creature. That creature was. Oh, make a saving throw against it this turn.
Just
Then
as long
it
as
gets
we're
the sphere's
moving, though, I
damage.
think. Oh, never mind.
It is strictly a saving throw,
Aw.
so I will refund your warding flare.
Well, Franz, good
I
save.
love that on a 1, your dex is high enough that you can just nope.
Rogue things. I didn't even notice that I rolled in that one.
You don't see that fat red?
No.
Does Ogre have to make it? Wait, no. Never mind. I'm drunk.
Not unless we end our turn next.
If you end your turn near it, don't you take damage? As
You
well?
reset it. We're all
Yeah,
gonna
but we don't
vote
have a turn to end it.
correctly this time.
Yeah, if you end your turn next to it, you
Also,
make a
I
dex
shall
save, you
end
make
the-
the dex saving throw, or
I
if
shall
you
end
fail,
it in
you
a second
take
because it looks like all the
12
votes are in.
damage. That makes it this white's turn, who is going to swoop down and do some.
Was a 12 good enough to block that?
Yeah, the DC is 10.
Okay, let's
Why
end
is
this
she
one.
succeeding on a DC is 13.
I should have kept my mouth shut.
No, the DC is 10.
Oh, good. They're setting off
I was looking at
fireworks right now.
at a different thing.
Did win.
What DC does it use? Does it use the flaming spheres? Yeah, it has to use the flaming spheres because the flaming sphere has 100 in every stat.
Huh.
Yeah, so the stats on summons that aren't that can't be attacked are very funny.
What is the new?
It has 100 in every stat, 1,000 AC,
That is
and
next week.
and 9 billion health.
Next week.
You can take him out.
And it has an initiative of 175.
I'm reporting this poll for terrorism.
Damn.
It has plus 45 to all of its stats.
Jesus. Okay.
All of its like stat bonuses. It's very funny. But no, it's the DC is 10, and even on a 1, Raz's dex is high enough that she can just go nope.
Goodbye.
So Brambleberry is safe. We're gonna do a couple of drain lives. That is going to miss somehow.
How are they doing it on?
Melody.
The person, the held person?
Yeah, they just have advantage. They can still miss.
It's the armor.
I'm sorry, I thought it auto hit.
It
No.
auto hits and crits because it's
Negative.
a
It gives you
melee.
advantage to hit and auto crits if you do.
Ah,
No.
okay.
Her AC is just really high. Yeah, it's just the ghost tries to like grab her metal arm, not realizing that it's made of metal, and just has no effect on her. That's the white's turn. Hey, other person off in nowhere.
You know, I was kind of hoping the fight would be over by now because it'd be real funny for them not to know what the fuck is going on.
They can still technically not know what's going on if they don't make it around the corner.
Well, you
You're
can pretty much. I'd imagine you could hear.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you
they
can
were
hear the tussle.
absolutely.
Fire.
What? Why
the
can't I
fireball,
vote on
the
this new poll?
gunshots, the.
Yeah, just being like, what the fuck is happening? You know, it'd be real nice if I could move my token, though.
You can move it. I don't know what you're talking about.
hmm
There is no proof that you could not move it up until a few moments ago.
Chat, clip that for me, please.
No.
I can't vote
Okay,
on this
I
poll.
just-
Why can't I vote on this
I'm using the
poll?
fucking
I'm
vote.
so mad at you, Koi. What did you do?
Okay, Golem.
Okay. I went too far. All right.
I see it where I have to manage the poll. It
Wait.
says,
I
is
counted.
Koi adorable? Yes or no? Just straight up yes or no, but it's not visible
Unless
for
you have
everybody.
more than 30. Nope, you only have 30 feet of movement. That's
And
where it
I
gets you.
can't change anything because
okay,
he's the
so
one who
I'm-
made it.
5,
Dash
10,
into the
15,
room.
20, 25, 30.
25, 30. Nah, I'm a chill here. I don't see shit from this.
Yeah, you have no sight lines.
Well, you hear
Yeah,
that,
no.
see that sphere of fire at the very least.
Yeah, I just see a sphere of fire and go, what the fuck?
I can't see nothing. I keep peekabooing in there, and now the fire sphere blocked my
Peekaboo.
peekaboos.
Yeah, I'll just Oh wait.
Why do they gotta be
I'm
setting
going
off
to
the fireworks
innate
now?
sorcery then,
4th of July is
Okay.
tomorrow.
and also pull my little hound out.
At least Storm
Alright.
doesn't seem too bothered by the fireworks like our old dog used to be before he passed.
I can't see anybody to stick it on,
Well,
so I'm
that's-
gonna just
That's a good thing.
poke myself with the target.
And the cats could care less. They're
So are
sleeping.
you just summoning it next to you? Is that the plan?
Essentially.
Okay.
Yeah. That I can see, and then the
Summons
creature
when I
has
do not shatter my game, god damn it.
How long does that thing last?
The flaming sphere?
No, the hound.
10 minutes.
Oh,
10 minutes, yeah.
Or until dismissed. Or it dies. Because it can be slain.
Yeah.
what if it take the dodge action?
It will.
Um,
And if Aeolus has bonus action problems, it will. Often.
Yep. All right, and then that should be my turn because I think that's my action and bonus action.
Yep.
All right. Me sitting here like
That
what
makes it
in the
Taylor's
hell is
turn.
happening?
Can one move through the flaming sphere, or is that
I
blocking
think
it?
only halflings can.
It is technically an like an enemy, so no, you cannot move
I
through
know
it.
there's a way for me to
Okay.
sound gate him.
Can I jump over it? No, because it's a doorway, right?
I just don't
Yeah.
know how the noise reduction thing works.
Yeah, I would say maybe Lavi could anyone small could
Oh, it's
maybe
not
try
on
and
my end.
scooch around it,
None of us can
but
see
you
it.
would risk taking fire damage.
This is the Saturn.
I can see
so
it in my
don't think
managed
they are
poll, but I
small.
can't. I can't
is
even
medium
vote
size.
on it.
I will
Refresh worked. I shouldn't have to
do.
refresh my own stream.
I guess I will ready an action to Sacred Flame if something passes through the field of view. Because, yeah, I can't see anything. I can't get into the room. I'll move a little bit back, though, so I can see
Okay.
even less.
Yeah, I guess the refresh
And then
worked.
my
So that's stupid.
That makes it a White's turn. Who is already concentrating on a spell.
Yeah. Thank you, Nick.
So it's just gonna try and hit with the woman in front of it.
No.
Oop, doesn't need to have advantage. So we're gonna take that 17 instead. Which I believe still hits anyway. Nope, misses. Bam. Misses second go around too. That's the White's turn. Speaking of that lady,
Chloe, I still think you lose, according to this poll. So,
hit and kill that one.
I think it is confirmed
Uh,
amongst all of us
That's the one that was concentrating on hold person.
that
Yeah, it was.
you are, in fact,
Nope, not what I want.
adorkable.
I suppose I could if I just manually. And then break concentration. Should no? Does it not clear the status effect on its
Yes,
own?
there is
Nope,
still
doesn't.
time on
Don't know why. Very fun.
You're still losing. The only one who voted no is you. And I know it was you. You shouldn't be allowed to vote on your own poll. It's silly.
Swings at that one.
Oh,
That
what's
once
up,
again makes it
D&D's going alright?
Bramberry's turn. Bramberry,
thank
you
you for the
had a
follow.
sight line, and now there's a big sphere of fire in front of you.
Hiroshima?
And it tried to hit you.
There's, of course, there's going to be an
Hand
ad.
is on.
As soon as I try to
Oops,
say
skirt.
thank you to the person, God damn it! My turn for what?
Raz, you alive?
It's your turn in the game.
I was talking to. I had a follow,
Oh, we
and
know.
Billy was also.
I just love the
distracting me
your
behind me.
my turn in what? It's like
Not-
game, obviously.
Not okay.
What? I don't know. Possibly the game we're playing.
I have a fucking fire element.
Yeah,
you
you
don't
got
have
a
a big
big-ass
sphere of
ball of
fire in
fire.
front of you. It's real hot.
I understand that. Can I?
You cannot move through it. And if you
And
end
I-
your turn next to it, you have to make a dex save or take fire damage.
And I cannot stab it, right?
No. It has 1,000 AC.
Can I dump water on it?
Can you attack through it?
Yeah, like I jumped over on
You
it.
could, yeah, you could in theory attack through it. So I suppose you could make an argument for trying to attack the flame skull.
I guess I'll try and attack the flame skull. This one.
I give him quarter cover, so he gets +2 to his AC. Because the angle you're trying to throw knives at.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Kick his ass anyway.
Oh wait, motherfucker.
Bam! He's dead.
I can
Which means
slightly
he loses
see this
concentration on
one.
the sphere.
Oh.
That one you do not. That one you do not have eyes on, but you do not need them
But I do not need.
because the flaming sphere is gone.
Hooray!
Now you can just step forward and stab as normal.
Have that one.
And suddenly I remember why I had you turned down.
I don't see what the problem is.
I am so glad I
My
hate
turn.
fucking just reduce you by half.
That's
may
the end
not
of the
know-
combat.
I may not know what's going on, but at least I killed the thing.
Yay!
You killed a pair of things.
Yay!
Why are you looking at me?
Where
I'm
did
sorry
the
for the ad.
initiative go?
That's the end of
Combat's
combat.
over.
That's over.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
thing you-
no,
Good thing you had your dog out for this.
I wasn't.
yeah, no. Aeolus
Oh,
has no idea what the
people
fuck just
should
happened. Just
be
heard a lot
able
of
to
commotion. Just went,
read me.
Why are you
I-
looking at me?
everything okay?
Huh.
Silly dog.
Check my settings. real quick.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry it didn't work.
Get out of here.
Huh? Okay.
Wendy and Maggie go to check to see if Melody is all right. I should go down one more, Chief. You're on top of another token.
Settings. Sweet.
I was fine with it.
Yeah, but it means I can't select that token without selecting you.
Exactly why I'm fine with it. My token now.
Missions
I'm
raids. Allow
gonna
raids.
go ahead and release my doggo.
Okay. Be sure to
Yeah,
take
if
your
it's
other
set for
token
any
with you.
channels.
I can't wait for us to immediately get in another combat.
Weird.
Listen.
Talking about
Hold on, I'm
everything
gonna
is
go
clear.
immediately get in another combat.
Wait, no, the basket isn't that way.
That's bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre?
You're not wrong.
Yeah,
Not-
interestingly enough, you do see some basilisks. They
I am
appear
sorry
to be
it didn't work.
drinking
My
from this
setting-
weird pond.
Oh my
Yeah, I also
Jesus
see the
Christ,
fire
that's fucking
skull
fire.
over there.
Yeah, he's also above you.
Oh, okay. Hey guys, there's 2 basilisks in there.
I don't want to
And
waste
a
all my
flaming
energy
scroll.
on the basilisk before we even get to the.
Alright, well, if you don't mind shutting that door, thank you very much. Stairs, my arch enemy.
Wouldn't that be those be my arch enemy?
Why? You have 4 legs. It's much easier for you to go upstairs.
Horses can go up and down stairs easy.
Yank
Oh.
you two down here.
Hey, a raid is a raid, and I appreciate
Nobody else
it.
move. Aeolus, can you go ahead and take one step to the left? Thank you. There's a
Any
token under
support
you
is
I
good
needed.
support.
Oh,
Follow you back here in
I
a
should have
second.
stayed there.
You should be paying
See anything?
attention. You saw this before.
No,
I was
I did not.
paying attention.
I'm gonna need basically everyone to make perception checks.
Oh boy.
Oh my Jesus.
Oh man, I should have cast see invisibility.
Perception. Very small.
Perception, you said? Persuade.
Yes.
Perception.
Perception? Did I
Perception.
do the right one?
It's not let me do it.
Persuade the
Melody.
invisible
I
creature.
got you.
Okay. And then
Oh, and also the companions.
Yep, they're all rolling.
there we go.
Follow.
Whoa, look at that perception
tone?
on you, Raspberry.
What happened?
Your
You-
perception
you
was
got
high.
this.
You got
Your
big
perception's a 24. Yeah.
Oh
so
shit!
what?
It
They had
was.
a
I
plus
just hit the.
10.
I just hit the fucking button. Why? It was a 14 originally. Why is it so high?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because you have a plus 10.
I was gonna say because you're probably an expert in it.
You're
You're a
a
rogue.
crazy little rogue.
Yeah, right, it's rogue
Zinjaro,
thing.
Maxim, Brambleberry, and Taylor all see like vague apparitions of ghosts. But they're just kind
Oh.
of chilling out on the ceiling.
I will hydrate. Thank you, mate.
Like they're there. You see them. But they don't appear to be trying to like mess with you.
Guys, Guys, there's ghosts on the ceiling.
Just leave them alone?
They're just
Question mark?
hanging out together in a little cluster watching you.
They're
I
not
mean,
hurting us.
If they don't bother us, we shouldn't bother them.
What's wrong?
The ghosts.
Nothing.
I
What?
said it out loud.
Okay.
I
Someone-
said it out loud.
Sorry.
Did you though?
We're gonna do
Okay.
actually more descriptive. So... Oh, wow, you all got so everyone I just mentioned, but Zinjaro. I'll give this to the 24s. Taking a second to look at the you notice that the ghosts are there, and taking a second to look at them. All of them appear to not only have been decapitated, so like their head is free floating separate from their bodies.
Oh.
But each of them has their stomach is been removed. So where their stomach would be is just empty space.
Nice.
Weird.
So no head, no stomach. Well, the head is separate, but the stomach
Yeah.
is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, there's no
a
floating
hole.
stomach nearby.
That's kind of weird.
I'm gonna psychically speak to one of them.
Neat.
Sure. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Alright, now I gotta unselect.
I won't move anymore, Daniel.
Yes, please. If you head upstairs, please do not move anymore.
You die.
You. Oh, good. You're resistant. So you're only going to take half of this.
Don't you also have a ring that
You
shares
have
damage?
the ring. Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So the
You take
ring
5
happens.
damage.
No, your resistance happens first. So you're going to take.
5.
No, because you're also splitting it a second time.
2.
Yeah, and it rounds down. So you're gonna take 2 psychic damage, Maxim.
Okay.
And Aeolus is also going to take 2 psychic damage.
Yeah, there we go.
Ow.
It's just screams. It's screams, it's wailing, it's the sound that people make when they've been murdered.
Okay.
Can Aeolus hear
Healing
that?
is set to 4.
No,
That's why
you
they
just
did
feel
that.
pain.
Cool.
You got a
Hey,
bit of
I
headache.
was like, because
Billy.
I'm like, there,
Hey,
there
Billy.
may have to be additional rolls.
I'm going to. I'm asking
Your
now on stream
ring,
because
you're like
you
the
keep triggering.
the band
Stop.
of your ring glows slightly,
It's
and
called
then
being
it's
rude.
just like
You're being
like
rude.
you get a headache.
Yeah, I'm rubbing my head. Oh.
Okay.
I never did ask what ring style you guys decided on your rings, so I just assumed they're
I
like
wanna
plain
Spanish
bands.
There was an
print.
option.
I hate you.
Yeah, you can choose to be the styling to be whatever you wish.
Fine.
What color?
And
What
I will
gemstone
stretch
is it?
and crack every
Stop.
bone.
After this, I'm literally gonna start looking up just like
Because
different
I'm
matching rings. Stop
old.
doing that to me.
I hate when my
What
knees
else?
crack
You
when
are
I
It's
stretch.
a gold band right
Why are you cracking?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
Or for you. Oh, okay. Well, we both stood and stretched.
As I say as I rub my head, my temples,
Are you good? Are you okay?
the ghost.
I fixed it for the raid thing. I didn't know that people couldn't raid me because my number was set to like 5. And I'm like, oh, people shouldn't have to have 5 viewers to come raid me. You can have just one person.
Yeah,
I
now
think
that he
that was
mentions
the
it, there are
default.
just
I
ghosts
never
hanging out over
changed it.
here.
That's nice.
I fixed that.
shouldn't
I
do
feel
that.
bad now.
They just stand there. They float there next to the ceiling watching you.
Kaboo.
Didn't see them until. Hold on. Oh god.
If you're stacked up with a person, I recommend you be stacked horizontally.
Okay.
Before we
Okay.
move on to the next room, I will have Taylor cast See Invisibility.
Instead, I've stacked her on top of me.
Oh
The
boy.
doll is
Okay.
holding my coat
Oh my goodness,
pocket.
excuse me.
Hold on.
I forget. Are they actually a doll or are they just a halfling?
They are a halfling-sized doll.
Yeah, but she got the stitches, so that's why I'm just.
Okay.
Yeah,
But you did change the art.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, she is an animated doll the size of a halfling.
Gotcha.
There we go.
Alright, Ellis, up we go.
I got cut in
Yeah,
front.
Wendy like gestures Brambleberry for you to go first.
Thanks.
I shouldn't be on
Door?
How big is this place?
Oh.
You and your opening doors, huh?
What doors
What
need
did
to be
you
explored?
What did
Well,
you
Dwayne the
do?
Rock Johnson's in there.
Oh my! What did you do?
All right, Melody's gonna roll stealth check.
It's a venomized Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
A venomized Dwayne the Rock Johnson. That sounds terrifying.
Oh,
So
thank
it's
God
the
she
gas-
rolled well. It is stealthed.
It's the gas that looked like Drax with long tongue.
As Melody opens the door, she immediately stops, gets low, and like gestures for you to back up without saying anything, Ogre.
I
The viewer is
comply.
also no longer feared.
Also, me opening doors is the best bet because I am the tank.
So she's like motioning for you
Yeah,
to
but-
back up.
That means we gotta.
Yep, the game's
fight.
paused, so I can't back up.
I just want to. I mean, I'm gonna
She
just start
closes the
pressing
door.
cantrips because I'm not blowing off every spell before I get to
Hey,
this.
guys, we should not go that way.
Okay.
Melody nods like, yeah, bad time. Let's not do that and say we didn't.
I imagine this door leads to the same area.
Open it
Must
and
you
find
open
out.
all the doors?
Okay.
No! Oh,
Yep.
God.
Ogre, I need you to make me a stealth check.
Oh my fucking god.
Because I
mean,
saw
the-
that
Hey,
door
they
open.
asked me to. All right.
I am.
It was
done
above
with
table.
spells. You get no leveled spells.
No, it's too late.
I am
It's too
open
late.
cantrips.
13. We're doomed.
I am mage protest.
What is
Let's
the
do it.
passive perception? It's 8 and nope, they're not paying attention. They're just mulling about.
And shut the door. Yeah, it's pretty much the same
Oh,
area.
I didn't mean to do
Nothing to see
that.
there, really.
But,
But this door. No, it's fine.
aren't we here to fight something though?
Yes.
It's
The
not
sword
It could
of-
be
that
in
door?
any of these doors. I'm just checking.
The sword of lich. Hey, actually, Margaret, where is she? Where the hell's Aeolus?
We lost Aeolus.
Nobody
They don't
moved.
have a
We're
light.
waiting for Aeolus to catch up.
Did we lose Aeolus? We did.
Yes. You
Yes, we
left
did.
Aeolus and Margaret behind.
Oh my god.
To be
They
honest,
wandered
it's
off.
probably just Aeolus you left behind.
I can
It's
literally
probably
just see
the
him,
crew.
Maxim, being like, "Hey, Margaret, where's the other two?"
Anyway, now that we're all
Where's
catched
Wait
up,
a
Margaret
minute.
looks at you, Maxim, and is like, yeah, what's up?
You said so. You guys see the sword of lich you brought up? Do you know?
Yeah,
almost
we saw
where
him
he is?
once.
Do you know about where he was?
When we ran into him, he was in like this big throne room. Should be just around the corner here.
Okay, I don't know.
Well, big. She makes like air quotes. It's big for a way castle, I guess. It's not like a royal throne room.
Well, I guess we
Why
should
am I so
prepare
yawny?
ourselves
I
then.
slept like all afternoon. I was so
Come-
tired
come-
today.
Come, you two. Come.
Wendy
stay
points to
away.
this room.
Come stay away. Come, Aeolus, what today?
What the fuck?
Tapping over it. Just fucking not- You know what?
Sounds like Maxim voted yes on the poll.
Oh, can I end the poll? Did I end the poll? I don't know if I ended the poll.
It ended already.
Something's
Mr.
not right with
Victory
the
Oh,
elf
for us.
today,
Okay,
okay?
okay.
What,
And
you
the
said it was
results
down the
were
hallway, or was it
86%
to the
yes.
Right.
Mm.
There, Wendy's like pointing to this room. Like, yep, this is it.
Oh,
Alright.
okay.
Prepare.
I'm
Any
opening the
any
door.
Wait, don't you wanna like spell cast or do things?
Yeah, I cast door turn.
Hey.
To
Well,
return. What?
I don't
that-
have any
that
prep.
dude
How
looks
about you,
cool.
Lavender? I asked
She-
Lavender.
I
She nods,
can't
like
see.
looking at the same mage armor you have on.
Uh,
Eh?
Daniel, I'm gonna roll a stealth check.
Me
To
looking
try to
through
sneak
her
in
kit
there?
to see if there's any prep stuff, and there ain't no prep nothing. Fucking featherball, you want fucking featherball?
Nailing it.
Oh my god.
Can you roll it for her? Because it's not letting me switch.
Yeah, I got you.
All right, we got this. That guy looks
Uh,
awesome.
The both of you walk into a very well lit room where a man that looks more like a corpse sits on a throne, surrounded by various undead things. You think that you're very stealthed, and then you walk into a very open room that is not that is impossible to hide
Yep.
in.
Yep. I was hoping
Uh,
there'd be like a shadowy court. There was not.
The corpse on the wall gestures you in.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
It's like, yes, come now, all of you, inside.
No. No.
No.
It's so bright now.
Fire
Hey,
him down.
Mr. AC,
I
I
can
want
barely
that
see
spot.
the
Get
white
hell out of
ones.
here.
So why is it? Okay, let me move up so that I can move.
Mr. AC, I want that spot. Get the fuck out of here.
He does though, like as it gets real bright, he like raises his hand to his eyes. It was like, I would appreciate the extinguishment of any illumination magic, if you would.
Yeah, there we go. Okay.
He points to
Why is it
Aeolus.
Excuse
dark?
me.
What
Come
the,
now.
I am sorry for the yawnies.
why is his throne just
I
particularly
don't know.
dark?
I feel kind of sus right now. I'm not feeling this for some reason. I'm just it does not.
Look
Is
how
there supposed to be this-
cool this guy and this guy look.
Is this supposed to be
Like a
black
dark zone?
void?
Not really.
Okay.
Here,
Okay.
he's got like a little torch by his.
Yeah,
wanna play some lights.
they're just gonna kind of like sit by the. Is this a little hall before?
Kinda. It's like a tiny little bit of the antechamber.
Cool. That is. Aeolus is just gonna stand there.
Cool. He then like swishes his wrist and the door closes.
Yeah, that's what. I
So,
thought.
Aeolus, make
take
me a
it you're the
perception
lich.
check.
Okay. I'm getting vibes and I don't like them.
You hear a heavy thunk. The door is locked.
Became locked.
Aeolus is gonna kind of sigh a little bit and just go, any reason the door is now locked behind all of us?
He gestures to the all of you. Well, A, you are intruders, and B, it would be very unfortunate if all of you decided that you wanted to be rude and leave before we were done talking.
I prefer to talk with my ex.
Oh, well, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Mr.
He chuckles at your comment, Ogre, and he's like, Numor is very similar to you, and he gestures to this guy over here, who just like rests his hand on his sword.
I like him.
But he nods as he addresses you, Maximus. He's like, yes, it's not uncommon for us to have guests, but it is very uncommon for those to cause a ruckus.
Well, forgive me, I was expecting far more mindlessness from undead.
Oh, you see, he's a lich. They're actually quite intelligent.
Well, it seems like the others in this room have some cognitive ability as well.
They're probably high level undead.
He raises his finger. He's like, I don't technically claim that yet. I have not quite ascended to that point.
Ah, so just a high level necromancer type.
Something
Well,
like that, yes. I
well,
am,
and what-
and he like gestures to his mostly decayed self. In the process, if you would.
Well, what makes you have a claim on this ancient structure.
He like looks at you for a second and then gestures around too and is like, "Does anyone else?"
Dibs.
I was already here.
And who's to say I wasn't here before you? And I just went
You
off
were
on
not.
an adventure. You don't know that.
Oh god, try not to get us
I've been
into a
working on this
fight.
process for 120 years.
You don't
Aeolus
know
is
how
older
old
than
I
that.
am.
Alice is older than that.
Well, Mr. I stopped for a moment because I want him to tell me his fucking name. Or say something.
He like seems to. No, you're being
What?
pretty open about it. He like acknowledges what you're doing and continues to talk. Regardless, I appreciate you clearing out some of my less useful creations.
Oh.
Well, we didn't exactly mean to intrude on someone's property. So this is all new.
Oh, it's a big broken way castle. In truth, if the dragons ever make their claim in the north, then I will likely leave. The gates may be scarred, but they were broken long ago.
Would you give us the castle to us?
No, at least not this one. You're free to claim the other gate.
Is there anyone at the other one?
Not that I'm aware of.
Guys, we should go to the other one.
You.
Though I must
hinted
admit, the
at-
corrupted ground is not useful for creatures that require. And he like gestures like he's thinking of a word, like he's trying to think of a word he hasn't used in a long time. What is the word? And he
Living.
taps this thing's shoulder. And he's like, "Bo, what is it the things the mortals need?" And this thing, it doesn't like, it looks exactly like this, and sound just kind of like emits from it. Like it's not in a language. It's almost like the sound of like wind through like hollow bones.
I like Bo. Bo's my friend now.
And he goes, "Ah, yes, sustenance. It's not good for growing things that mortals require. And also the water is all poisoned. I would not recommend drinking it."
Yes, the land around here is torn. You hinted at, or you suggested that you have something to tell us? You
And
almost
in
hinted
honesty, I was looking to offer you perhaps a reward.
For clearing.
I think I figured it out.
Clearing out what you have. There's also, I would like to stage. Think of it as a
Trying to noise gate
test.
him so he stops queuing up my mic. He's
I
playing
have a
Fortnite,
particular
so
creation that I am
he can't hear himself.
fond and interested in, and I'm curious if
And
your
we share a
group,
room.
and he gestures to
so
a lot of you, would be interested in
he's not
being
exactly
hit against it in martial combat. Should you slay it, I
aware
will
of
grant
the
you a
space we
reward.
have.
Should you die, and he thinks for a second before Bo like looks and then makes another wind sound, and he goes, "Yes, Bo, I suppose I should be honest.
Yeah, I'm waiting for him.
If
Where is he?
you die, well, you'll all make wonderful creations.
I'm trying
later."
very hard to fix the noise gating through the
And,
Logitech app,
Is the creation you speak of in here?
Oh, you got me.
Or is it...
which
It is not here
apparently
with
isn't
us. We have
working.
it secured.
They're gonna die then.
Is this for
It's more-
entertainment or more of a experiment?
It's
Yes,
more
he's done.
scientific than that. While I will be thoroughly entertained, it is not purely for entertainment. I am see so few individuals actually stay in the Way Castle, and if they do, they're usually spooked by the lingering spirits. I'm sure you've heard the stories, the haunted Way Castles at the gate.
What if we say no?
That you haven't heard the stories? You must be from out of town then.
No, like what if we don't agree to fight this creature?
He shrugs. Then you are free to leave.
Can I
Our entire
see
group.
if that's like if he's like trying to decept with
Sure.
that?
You want to make a like an insight check?
Yeah.
Ooh, can I do that too?
Sure. You may both make insight checks.
If I can find it. Oh, there it is.
Zinjaro, he seems like he's being it is being honest. It has long since decayed past the point as being like recognizable or genderable. It appears to be being honest. Aeolus, you even go
think
as far to
maybe
say
now-
that it is
maybe now I think so.
gleeful. It is very excited to have you
I
guys be
just hope it
pondering the
doesn't-
idea of fighting its creation.
Get messed up when I don't have push to talk on.
I
and I'm playing
I
other
guess
games.
I
with
should have
people.
specified a little bit more as like the whole like are we free to leave, like was that like deceptive?
Not that you can tell.
I just play video
Okay.
games, man. I'm bad at tech stuff.
Are you suggesting we have one of us fight it?
Oh, that would be very unfair. No, the whole group. Here, perhaps a demonstration would be better. And it like gets up from the throne with just a cavalcade of like splintering and snapping bones. Like they haven't gotten up from that chair in potentially tens of years. They then like flick the wrist again and the door unlocks and opens. And he steps forward and gestures and is like, "Please, just across the hall there is an overlook where you can look out to the courtyard."
I move away from this horrible smell of decay. And also go outside. I see nothing. I see darkness, is what I see.
There are skulls, like flaming skulls in here, but they appear to be passive. He like comes in behind you and is like, yes, I know. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, but please file in.
Gonna kill us all here.
And he like gestures out here to the courtyard. Which
Listen, I am completely.
oh,
unable
here.
to
He
see.
then like gestures like, "You may recast your spell if you cannot see." Pardon me. I'm used to not needing light.
Even I don't see anything.
Ooh, poisoning.
Or oh, okay.
We need bigger windows.
I
That's
see it
pretty
now.
cool. The color.
I see a green orb and a basilisk. Or is that a pool?
That is a pool of water, by the way.
Oh, okay.
I may have
The
messed up.
lighting brings the color through
What
the
have you done?
window.
I have become one.
Become one.
I'm a Monkarian.
You guys hear like just an absolute crash as it seems like that
Oh, man,
pile
slippery
of bodies you guys set up has been removed.
That could have killed us.
Oh, from
Okay.
last episode.
It's just
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
Where the fuck did my other slipper go? Maybe a cat
Are
stole
these-
it.
are
Pickles
these
likes to
supposed to be,
play
like,
and drag
walls?
its shoes around. There it
Or
is.
the railings.
It's underneath.
Are the railing? Yeah, the railings. Because I can only see.
I
From
still blame
a distant
Pickles.
spot.
They are walls.
That man puts both his feet in them and just
This
starts
is a
sliding
room that
around.
like
It's pretty
overlooks
cute.
the garden.
Okay.
Two other like white-like creatures kind of wander out and they shoo the basilisks away, who are kind of like dogs being shooed away, kind of like scurry over here.
Yeah.
And then this boy shows up.
It's a big skeleton.
Hi, Nicey.
Thought it would
Is
be
his
like a
name Bob?
dragon or something. Sure.
And
looks like it's giant.
they parade him out, and then turn to look at the balcony. Like, job done.
Die!
Yeah, so this thing is a large-sized creature.
Oh.
It is like skin poorly stretched over bone.
The woman behind us shakes her head.
And it like gurgles and like tries to make sound, but all it can really do is like shunt air through what's left of, you assume, internal organs. To which the White Castle owner goes, and that would be it. I've been thinking about calling him Greg.
Oh,
I
Greg.
want telepathy, Margaret here.
Nicey.
Margaret.
Hello,
He looks at it and goes, I mean, it's big, but there's a lot of us.
Yeah, I honestly think a reward from him is actually better. I also didn't expect a more
Hello.
sentient undead.
He wasn't like this when I interacted with him. Then again, we participated in more of a hit first, ask questions later
Yeah,
kind of
touch your
strategy,
tail.
so
What
that
you
might
gonna
have
do
been my
about it?
fault.
What are you gonna do about it?
Wait, so we get the reward if we
Hi, baby girl.
fight and win.
I'm just gonna
Mhm.
walk away from you.
Should
if
you
you
kill
keep
it.
touching my tail.
We get no reward if we.
Technically, we get the reward of immortality.
Battle to the death.
I'm
Well, no, I planned on paying you some coin for what you've already done.
How much?
It won't be as much.
well,
We
surely.
want numbers.
Well, we can even help some more. If
Oh,
this turns out to be a
adventuring
fruitful
types.
relationship.
Nilon. And the knight pulls a small coin pouch from somewhere from inside the armor, hands it to it, and it counts out some coins. He's going to toss them at somebody who wishes to try to catch them.
Brambleberry.
Who's
Oh,
ever close.
All right,
Who's the
Brownberry, make
closest?
me a dexterity saving throw.
I sure as hell ain't doing
Damn.
Oh my god.
it. Cast telekinesis level 6 spell on it.
What? What am I doing?
Can I-
Dexterity?
Make a
Can
dexterity.
How do I
it's a
make a
saving throw, right?
How do I do a saving throw?
On the right, next to the farthest number to the
Oh,
right.
save,
Click
so
the
save.
11.
I got my calculator out and ready.
Well,
What?
alright.
Hey, that's a
Okay.
20.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He
Why
tosses some coins
tonight?
at you, and without even looking, you're still looking outside, sizing up this weird bone thing, and on instinct, you just reach up and grab the coins out of the air without turning to look at them.
And then you do your
You are
hand,
the
maximum
maximum cool dude.
Cat-like reflexes. M Centaur.
Horse-like reflexes.
Oh my god.
Those
3,
aren't-
4, 5,
Those aren't good.
6, 7, 8.
Horses have pretty good reflexes.
You look, he has tossed you, 15 coins. Make me a history check.
It's got
That one I'm not gonna
piss
pass,
more
but
ancient coins that
okay.
nobody
What?
uses anymore.
You could
Why do
pass it
I
off
have
to...
such good
Whoa.
rolls
Because you know your
tonight?
coin, Raz. You know your
Yeah, you-
coin.
This one you might actually know because of your being a rogue. These are, you know them because they're collector's items. People who are really into old coinage are really interested in these. These are what are commonly referred to as
Quarters.
are Draco shillings.
Okay.
These are, all Draco shillings are made of gemstones as opposed to metals. These are diamond Draco shillings, the highest possible denomination.
There's 15 of them.
They are the first currency ever used in Drakenveld.
Die!
It is said that the very first iterations of these coins were carved from dragon scales, and during the war, they used them as a currency because fuck dragons. And then after the treaty was signed, they switched to gemstones, which were much more common back then.
The ones you have are the gemstone ones.
Yes, these are the gemstone ones.
How much is 15 of those worth?
That is a good question.
How much are 15 of them worth?
So they do not directly have a value in gold pieces.
Okay. Well-
As they have been like minted, basically, they are less valuable than their raw gem state. So like, it's not like it's X gold pieces in diamond, basically.
Yeah.
But they are incredibly well preserved, and if you can find someone to buy them, they could be worth anywhere from their weight in diamonds, which is not a lot. These coins are not very large. If you use them as like above board, they are like 50 gold pieces in diamond, basically.
Okay.
If you just use them in the raw weight in the value of diamonds.
Can I have 15 of them?
Or
Yes, and you have 15 of them.
So I'm
Each
gonna
coin is 50 gold pieces worth of diamond.
But I want to
Oh,
know,
okay.
like, if we go to a collector and sell
Yeah,
one of them,
that's the
how
thing.
much?
You don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah, you'd have to find someone. You're basically, it's like, you know, in those like antique shows where they're like, it sells for this much, and then there's a descriptor at the bottom. It's like all sales are made at auction. Auctions are unstable. It could go for more or less.
Yeah.
So as of right now, that's 750 in gold.
I was just gonna share and give everybody one and keep the rest for myself.
Wait, but I, Mr. Lich fellow, how many more would we get if we fight the big guy?
He like shakes the bag at you.
Also, he has more. He just gave us 15 out of that. Okay, guys, we should fight.
Sir, what is your name? Still haven't received such a thing.
He's avoiding it.
He like thinks, and he's like, frankly, I don't remember.
Is it Paul?
He shrugs. Maybe.
Can we call
We'll
you Paul?
I've been this way for several hundred years at this point. I have gone past the necessity of a name.
Well, how about this? Just really quickly say, "Hi, I'm Paul."
No, don't force the ghost to Lich or whatever he is to use.
It like tilts its head at you and is like, "I will not be doing that."
All right.
Well, I have an idea. How about, of course, the currency that you have, but how about something a little more substantial, like allies? You seem to be in need of. You said you're not finished with the process of becoming fully undead. We could partner.
Is that
Would
a
I
really
know-
bad thing?
Yeah, I'm like, hold on, wait, pause. Would I, considering that I have the whole necrotic shit going on,
I feel like partnering
would
up with a
know
Lich is
anything
a
about
really
that
bad idea.
process on what that would need?
About like lichdom?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Even Drow consider becoming a lich like the ultimate act of defiling one's body.
Okay. That's
like
even
like on a scale of on the scale of how fucked up shit is, becoming a lich is at like the most fucked up version.
all right, cool. So that makes sense then. Why?
For basically everyone except people obsessed with becoming liches.
What does
Fantastic.
he say to what I said?
He like ponder it for a moment. He was like, well, I would appreciate it. And he very quickly glances over your companions, who both, I imagine Zinjaro and Taylor are both like shaking their heads like, no, we do not want to bring that into the world. Both of your clerics are like signaling that this is a very bad idea. I imagine. I don't want to put words in Zinjaro's mouth.
Yes, we will both be saying that's not good.
Yeah. They're like, no,
Unless
this
my
is a bad
awful
idea. We
beast
do not want to
throwing
bring a lich
daggers
into the
at
world.
you.
Maggie has a weird mixed
Is it-
reaction, because once you like kind of confirm to her how much money we're talking about, she's like,
Oh, there that goes. I'll get that later.
is that worth it?
Even if it
Not
wasn't,
not to take him as thing, but we could also just like get it another way.
Why are we entertaining this idea?
This man is much more eloquent than the brain dead undead. And as far as I'm concerned, necromancy is legal. I see.
Does that mean that it's good?
I don't know. I don't
habit,
technically know the process to lichdom.
the
Paul,
habit
I,
would weak
but at the
is
very least,
catastrophic.
even if we can't get you lichdom or anything, I still think have it being allies is a decent thing. Why create more enemies? I'm sure you have plenty. I direct that towards.
Yeah, he nods. He's like, I would consider it, I suppose.
That is as much as I could ask for. Overall, though, I'm willing to fight this. Did you call him Greg?
I haven't named him yet. I was thinking about Greg, but Bo and Mashan thinks that that's too informal. He doesn't have eyelids or eyebrows, but he does, so it's like very strange to watch his like eyeballs, as decayed as they are, literally do like a 180 like roll. Like I guess it's more like a 360, where his eyeballs literally roll back into his head and then come forward again. In some sort of weird undead version of rolling your eyes.
Show off.
Well, I'm directing towards the group. I'm willing to fight this thing if everybody else decides we get a reward, and then we can choose what to do after.
I'll do it for the money.
Still not convinced.
I'm gonna speak to Aeolus telepathically. Whether or not if we fight him, I assume we're fighting that beast either way. So if we fight the beast first, he has a very powerful pawn knocked off the table.
Okay. Yeah. I was just gonna nod. Not really say anything, but nod like okay, fine.
Yeah. Any others? Any other comments? I don't want to drag the others in to something they don't agree to. But I agree to a splitting reward for all who participate.
Evenly, I say, glaring at
Evenly as
Brambleberry.
possible. Evenly as possible.
Look at me.
You're the one that wanted to hoard the rest of the coins.
Yes, well, I agree.
I was the one who caught them all. I was willing to share some of them. Excuse me.
We'll split all the rewards evenly upon victory. Agreed. If everybody, whoever participates, that is.
Is B Team on board for this?
Yeah, they're on board.
Okay.
That's also who I'm directing this to. I didn't know if they were like.
Yeah, they all like, Maggie nods her head, and thus kind of by proxy, everyone else in her party is like, all right. Maggie like leans over to you, Maxim, and is like, full disclosure, if this goes south, we're leaving.
I'll telepathically tell her. I understand.
Like just now responding telepathic is like, I like you guys, but not enough to die for. If anybody like if people start going down, we're picking up our own and bailing. Sorry, not sorry.
I nod. I still don't. I don't exactly have 100% guarantee on my companion, whether or not this is something they want to do.
Alright, consensus. Thaddeus, what do
down.
you say?
I'm down.
All right. I know Max, you're in. Bramble, what about you?
Of course I'm
Did you
in.
do that? Zinjaro, did you cast Steps of Night from Taylor?
Steps of Night. I did not.
So no, that's what I needed to know.
What? That's weird.
Huh?
And then Zinjaro.
Oh yeah, I'm absolutely in.
And Ogre, I imagine you're up for a fight.
I already
And
said I was
Ogra?
in.
See?
Yeah.
I said it before anybody asked anything.
Okay, so I'm the only one that's all right.
Take it
Fine.
Well,
Mhm.
Paul, seems we're all in agreement.
It nods. There, you hear like a small clanking sound come from the knight standing beside him. Paul like leans over and goes, "Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, I suppose it has been a little while." And he turns and is like, "If you would,
Oh,
Nishal here believes that perhaps just fighting my creation may be a touch too easy for a group of your size, and he would like to participate. He won't kill anyone. I've strictly forbidden him from doing so."
I am 100% on board.
But are we offering the same courtesy? And also, what about the big one?
Oh, the big one I cannot directly control. It will very much try to kill you. And he like turns and like kind of clanks on the knight's armor. He's like, "You can't kill Nathan." So
I see.
It's kind of hard to kill an undead, Max.
no, not
You
even
could kill
that.
undead, though.
His soul is damned to always inhabit this armor. Should you crack should it even a fragment of the armor exist, he will return to it.
What in existence?
Sounds terrible.
It was very unfortunate when I found him this way. But he is very loyal.
So he's like a puppy.
Puppy
He like
Nathan.
gestures at the sword. Yes.
So he's like an obedient guard dog.
I know of many mythological beasts that were dogs that had swords.
Look. Just
Are we at
referring to
least
what I thought was
allowed to
loyal. Damn.
rest of prior?
Sure, I don't see why not.
At least we
I
something in.
I have an adjoining servants' quarters with a somewhat functioning he once again turns to Nathan and is like gesturing like he's looking for a word. There's a clank of the metal again. He's like, "Oven, thank you."
oh my god, he's gassing us.
He like tilts his
God
head and he's like,
damn.
"I don't think it's that big." But I haven't been in the servants' quarters for several hundred years, so
Well, lead the way, and then we'll be ready.
he snaps his fingers, and then outside the door, like a pale apparition of a woman appears and like gestures for you to follow her.
We fucking banshee looking ass bitch.
God damn.
And once she gets to here, she just kind of
What?
fades into the wall.
Oh, it's not real.
I imagine everybody's kind of following, so
Yes.
I forgot where it was. Okay, it's up there.
right here.
The door to this? Oh.
Oh, great. I collapsed on myself again. Thank you.
It goes kind of like hisses, and then whoosh,
Oh,
fades through the
maybe
wall
that
again.
worked.
Am I like
Go right.
blind?
No.
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
I broke it.
Okay. Right.
There does appear to be an intact like clay oven, which Taylor immediately investigates.
Yeah, I saw that she had chef stuff.
No privacy.
And she like digs into her bag and starts digging out all of her
Okay,
cooking stuff.
wow. It's almost time for some wow.
I will join her in doing that.
I'm
I
actually
believe we will call
pretty
session
excited
here.
to start next
Dun, dun,
season
dun.
playing my
We're at
monk.
the dungeon boss fight.
I've been having a
fundamentally.
lot of fun healing on her on the side, doing my LFR and world
Well,
quests.
I hope everybody had
my
a
Dales.
fun little bit there.
Yeah.
Sounds like we're
Well,
ending the
Eventually,
session
I'll
for the
remember
night.
what Vex does off the top of my head.
There may be a little bit of
I will never remember
alignment
what it does off
showing.
the top of my head, so.
There... Just a wee bit of alignment here.
I actually don't give a shit about alignment, so I don't even know what your alignment is.
No, I'm just only saying
You're
that,
chaotic
Oh, I
evil.
see.
purely. No, I'm definitely not evil.
His
Um,
alignment is ever changing because
So
he's
I'm
a
gonna go
changeling.
sit up for WoW,
Kind of.
and
I mean, I don't exactly
I
like
will
alignment
see
being.
everybody
It's very
hopefully
rigid,
in a few
so
minutes still.
I don't.
If not, those who
But
have to leave, I hope you have a wonderful evening.
do I
and
want to
thank you
lich
for
on my
joining and hanging out. I will be back.
as some level of
fucking
Okay.
curb stomp your ass.
Oh boy. And it begins.
Daniel, would a
We're back.
lich ever would lichdom ever be able to be forced upon somebody else? So if somebody was
You
tied
cannot
somebody to the table
force it to
and
them.
Wait, did
no.
we
was
just
doing an
carry the
experiment on the
conversation
person-
over?
No, I was.
Yes,
This is a
absolutely we did.
sort of different conversation. I'm enjoying the conversation.
Lichdom
trying
is
to-
casting it upon your own soul. You cannot
Well-
cast it upon somebody else's soul.
Well,
It is
what is
actually
it?
you personally have to take.
Okay, well,
Gang's all here.
Yeah, I'm
I
pretty sure
don't-
Daniel went AFK, so.
God damn it.
Yes, he
I'm
said
like,
he'd
okay,
be right
hold
back.
on.
Also, fuck you, Jesse.
Am I muted?
Fuck you. Just fuck off.
I'm confused. What happened?
I
May
got
got
my
the
mount.
fucking new mount from the portals just now.
Yep.
Oh, the charger? It's so ugly.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow, that's rude.
Your butterfly is ugly.
Your face is ugly.
Well, yeah, we already knew that.
This mount exists, May.
Does it? Does it really?
Yes, it does.
Do I need to get on it too?
I keep getting the stupid goat that I already have. Does anybody-
I've gotten 28 of those today. I'm not even kidding. Literally 28.
May
Oh, this is E5.
went to ICC on like 7 characters yesterday. Oh, I should probably swap. That's not
Yeah,
bad.
that'd be a good idea.
I got mecha
If you
gun.
wanna,
It seems
got
like if you go by, it seems like if you go by D&D's rules of becoming a lich, it doesn't involve anything all that crazy.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm literally looking at right now.
So like, there's
Why do I have
there's
two
barely
of
anything
these?
evil involved with killing yourself. I mean,
Oh.
maybe not
Hmm.
good
Maybe that's
idea,
not it.
but that's pretty much all it is. Create a phylactery,
That's
kill
not it.
yourself, and perform a ritual.
Quick.
Let's see.
I see what you mean now, Nick.
Tremor
Okay,
before
I'm
me.
just gonna go
and
back
my
to the world
Valkyrie
one. I'm
mother.
pretty sure I set up the world one to be my mythic one.
Within 5 feet after.
Well,
Your phylactery.
we need a
I've been
theater
doing
painter.
fine.
Non-magical item with a choice.
I got the refrain.
I have. What did I link? I don't remember.
If the
Rookery.
object was
Rookery.
crafted as
The
an
rookery.
expression.
I'm beginning to hate the
Okay, so you have to have
theater
marks of
pain,
binding
but,
on the
it's probably
phylactery.
easiest one.
Yeah.
Your phylactery. You're meant to link to your
That
phylactery
gun isn't that bad either.
and see it as you're using the scrying spell. If your phylactery is destroyed, your soul returns to your body temporarily. You must create a new one in the same methods. If you don't press the phylactery, when your physical body is destroyed, you and your body, soul are lost forever. Only divine. 20. Feeling that trip destroys the enemy.
Hi, Pickle. It's a picky. You're so stinking cute.
You also have to feed your phylactery with souls.
Yeah, I'm like
Well,
trying to
if-
find the ascension
That's
ritual.
what Strockle was essentially bringing up, and
It.
if you have to feed it, then
Yeah, because I'm just like, okay, that's a phylactery. That's the phylactery, and then it's the lich conversion potion. There's
You
the
also are
ascension
splitting your soul to make
ritual.
your phylacteries.
Yeah,
I don't feel like so.
Just
the
like Lord
word
Voldemort.
soul is so pointless to use as like a thing
Cutest little
that you can affect,
Little-
essentially.
whatever it is.
I mean,
Can't remember right now.
what does that mean? You know, like
An alpaca. There we
in
go.
any kind of
Wow.
interpretation,
Brain took a second to get
something
there.
without a soul can act in great ways. Like what the Baldur's Gate,
I
whatever.
have it
Apparently,
too.
the
I don't
mind
remember
flayers
what
they don't
it's
have
called
souls
though.
yet. What's his flicked nuts? It
What?
shows a connection to you
What is it called?
and whatnot. So
Patty. I
I
have
don't-
Patty.
what is soul?
See, I have Patty. Let me get.
It's a form of music and a type of food.
No, fucked up. No.
Ooh.
Ugh. I fucked up.
I don't have that.
You don't have Patty?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
You did the. I could have sworn you did the treasure thing with us.
No,
Oops.
I was at work.
We were doing it late at night one night. I could have sworn you were there.
Probably sleeping for work.
It was not on a work day. Why can't I? There we go.
What are my work days, Raz?
Monday, Tuesday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, she does know. Oh, damn. It's better than all of my family.
I try to pay attention to my friends' work schedules. Try.
We don't pay attention to their mogs. God.
Oh my God!
Raz, are you okay?
No.
We should-
No. I
Not
laid.
okay?
No.
That's okay.
It's stuck. I give up.
Yeah, I don't have Patty.
Give up. I'm just gonna stand here.
Yeah, that's fair.
I could have sworn you had an alpaca mouse. Somebody has
I have
multiple.
many alpaca mats. I just don't have Patty.
Nick was the first one to get the elusive cliff.
I only have
cliff oath.
Patty.
Did you not get the elusive one that's
Nope.
literally easy as fuck to get?
I think I have the things to feed it on my other dragon.
Oh, okay. I'm like, sorry, I'm still researching this thing.
Hey yo,
now,
chat. I
now
was
I'm
thirsty. If I'm
curious.
thirsty, you're thirsty. Hydrate.
I've kind of put myself in a rabbit hole down.
I know,
down,
right?
down.
Of trying to make a lich.
Well,
not
no, the
trying to make-
moralities
just-
of a lich.
Just like the possibility of ever a good lich, or at least not a totally outright complete evil one.
True, Vecna is a lich, huh?
We're adorable.
Yep.
Vecna's a whole time. I finished. One of my other friends runs a D&D campaign,
one,
and
May?
I like
From the
listened to them,
Hurricanes.
and they
Oh.
had the last session for
Those
the
are
Curse
some-
of Strahd.
Our turn.
Welcome back.
That one too?
Yeah,
Daniel,
I
what-
think it's a
It's
pretty
technically crafted,
campaign.
but you get the materials
I
out of
wanted to ask a lich
Oh.
question, Daniel. Could
Ooh, this
could
kind of
lichdom
matches my
in your
transmog.
world ever be forced upon somebody else?
No.
Under no circumstances ever that could ever happen.
You have to inscribe the phylactery yourself, which means you have to know the runes, which means you have to know what you're doing.
Okay.
Yeah, because like that's kind of what I'm seeing right now is that like you have to. It's what 5,000 silver for some reason. I found that number. But you inscribe whatever
I
soul
thought they
vessel
made it
because
so we could
I-
land on the butterfly
frickin'
mounts.
phylactery sounds-
Okay, never mind. They changed it
brain
again.
hurts.
I have a screenshot
but-
of it somewhere.
You gotta.
Or maybe that was my
I gotta actually
butterfly.
grab
See, because there's
form
different
on
ones.
Druid. Maybe
Because
it was
like
that.
this one I'm looking at right now for D&D and Beyond article, it's literally one of the lines is that. Where the fuck did it go? Did I just scroll away?
I also have Big Mouth.
The way I've described it to people that I find is the most useful is that there's nowhere in the book does it say, here's how a lich is made. It's like, here are the basic tenets of lichdom. Exactly how that works out is for you, the DM, to figure out.
So then, how would you, in your world, want that to work out? Then, how would you want it?
Fuck is your DM?
And then on top of that, is the morality? Are they able ever to be anything other than outright evil? And if so, why? I guess. How could you say that someone could change?
I am not prepared at this moment to describe to you an entire Lich May forging process.
I don't mean the forging process necessarily, I guess, or at least not the whole thing.
I
know I have a ground.
I suppose I would the way I would answer that question is that we would probably do it collaboratively if you were interested in your character becoming a Lich.
No. May's about to become a lich right now.
Well,
Leave
I've been
poor May
dying all
alone.
day.
well, I've never
I've been
been
dying
interested
all
in.
day.
Well, I actually have wanted to make a character that's a lich, but I don't want to make a character that's just. I totally 100% like I just kill everybody near me. Like fuck, because how
I
would that work in
forgot
a
I
group?
had
You
this
know what I
one.
mean?
No, I'm with you.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about like the idea of like a lich that has lived, like maybe
yeah.
initially when they
Going
first
ahead, you
kind
got
of
this one, Nick.
went into lichdom, they were
Oh,
like
you pitch.
wanting to do the souls and
I
stuff,
was
but let's say they had to continue to
bored.
do it, and as they keep going over time, the remorse builds. But now it's like,
How do you get that one
Run
again?
theater.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I like. I
thought
was
we were
bringing up
gonna do.
early. Maybe
Maybe I
they
actually
started
will
off with
finish
terrible
this
intentions.
month. I kind of like
yeah,
this.
but then as the immortality settles
Cookie.
in,
Because in real life, I subscribe to the idea that nobody is above forgiveness. Like any
Cookie.
single person can be forgiven for anything they've ever done. Period.
Yes.
So
I'm a
that's
little more narrow-minded about
if I subscribe to that, then
We have made a creature.
creature.
We're going to Theater
Yeah,
of Pain.
I mean, it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. I think
no,
they're
anybody is able to be forgiven, but that doesn't mean they have to be forgiven. Also, doesn't absolve them of consequences of their actions either. Those
Theater of Pain.
are completely different
Yes.
Yes.
conversations.
yeah, no, I think they're definitely very different conversations.
Also,
kind of
mine
looking at it.
derives from God, anyways. So you're
Hi, Cookie.
if you have no religion, then it's a
Oh my
secular
goodness.
argument,
Oh
and
my goodness.
your
Hi,
forgiveness
baby.
comes from people.
Hello.
Anyways, so,
Hello.
I
and
mean,
they don't have to forgive you,
Undershot
or
the
they-
dungeon.
Or they could forget about you. Imagine
I went the
after
wrong way,
thousands of
didn't
years,
I?
nobody knows who the hell you are, and you showed up and you're just undead,
What?
helping
well, yeah,
people.
that's the thing is,
They'd probably be like, "This is weird. He's undead, but he's helping people." You know what I mean?
yeah,
It's
no,
also
Liches
possible
above.
that liches at some point succumb to the same thing ancient vampires do, a term called ennui. Which is fundamentally just like you've been around so long that nothing is interesting.
yeah.
Cookie, please. Hi, baby. I love you too. What's with all this affection from my scared boy?
It was interesting because I ended up actually, because like this kind of goes hand in hand with like human immortality, mortality, and I kind of like not last week but the week before ended up editing a philosophical paper on the consequences of immortality, and the biggest one that was argued, I believe, was boredom. And so yeah, ennui, where it's like nothing matters and most of human desire is controlled by the finite. That was the argument the paper was making.
Yeah, things have meaning because eventually you will be gone.
Yeah, things
and you
have
can
meaning because
experience
eventually they'll
nothing
end.
anymore.
Yes.
Whether,
that's
if
what
you are
drives them.
religious, that means you're gone to heaven or, whatever afterlife your faith chooses to believe in. Or
Mhm.
if you are non-religious and just simply believe that when you die, your brain turns off and you as an individual cease to be.
Yeah, like the consciousness just goes away.
Yeah.
The sentience like leaves, regardless of where the whatever you think the soul or the body goes afterwards. The physical body in itself no longer contains
You ready for me to do things,
whatever
Daniel?
someone says is
hit
the
it.
soul.
Well, I agree that can happen.
Rez,
But
ready?
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm
there
ready.
are dynamic
Okay.
people
Oh, I
that
wasn't
can
ready.
have reignited
Damn
feelings
bad.
when things happen. I'm not saying they will. But while yes, you can become numb to a lot of things, there's always something that could happen that could make you go, oh, maybe I care a little bit about that, or that person. Or you could take the Castlevania show that was like Dracula with his human wife actually started to care and gave a shit.
I like the Castlevania show.
And-
Whoops.
And for instance, funny that vampires are brought into it in a way too, because vampires have always been able to be portrayed good. Why can't a lich have the possibility of that?
See, now my brain is
A less
repeating-
soul manipulation.
Well, they have to bite people and suck out their blood and possibly kill them, and so they have to do a morally wrong thing.
But yeah, but there's a difference between
soul-
manipulating other people's souls and sucking blood.
No, I don't think there's much of it, because unless you're actively killing that person to get the soul, I think that's a huge difference. And also,
I know
what
that
is
a lot of
soul
times
in
they're
the world?
twisting the soul, but while it's still in the person.
And what I'm saying is, what is a soul, anyways, in a world like that? What is it? What do you do? What does
That
it
just
do?
almost becomes dependent on like race type, like and dependent on like the world that you're in too. Because I, like just reflective of the same with humans. There's different,
And if yeah,
like
and it
yeah, there's different races and stuff that believe in different things.
and if you don't have to sustain the phylactery, then you extra don't have to worry about that.
That's what it means by it's up to the DM, because there are a lot of rules. There are a lot of, like, I've seen DMs who have been like, no, you have to continue to feed souls
You have
for as long
self-heals,
as
hit
you
'em.
be alive.
Oh,
And then there's
there we go.
some where
I misunderstood the
like they're
mechanic,
just
my
like
bad.
you have to become
Ball
like a
touching.
demon or something of that nature in order to be able to like continue to like contract souls.
Well, even if you did, I know I'm not saying this is a morally good thing. Even if you
Oh,
had
yeah.
to continually fuel souls into a phylactery, what's to say you couldn't do it? What's to say volunteers couldn't give them to you, or people passing who are naturally passing, people you're not actively trying to kill, and that comes to the question then: what the fuck is a soul? What does it do? Like, what is the recourse of not having your soul in a world?
I don't know. I think it depends, because at least with like I think, like let's go back with like Aeolus and losing the emotions of emotions and stuff immediately kind of stop. If it was fucking derailed my entire thought pattern.
Welcome.
Just thinking about the fact of like
Good
if it
stack.
was more of like a soul thing rather than an emotion thing, for at least the way that I would have played it is that soul equals sentience, free will. The whole idea of what we kind of the furry brigade went through
It's okay,
was
Tiggy.
the idea of like the
It's just the
sentience
big
of like the
booms. It's okay.
robots being
Bone guy first.
Imagine this. You create a utopia
Or flesh guy, my bad.
with the powers of
The one with the
illusion,
chains.
and you
Getting
only
close.
ask your followers one thing: that some people eventually have to volunteer souls to fuel you, if that's how that particular mechanic works. If you that's essentially the same as a god asking, "I want your souls to come up to me after you die," except this is a living god. So,
yeah.
and is it? Would it be bad? Is the ultimate question. If
I
because
think
the
that it
gods are doing the
also
same thing. They're asking, "I want your soul, and I should hopefully make your life better." Is the idea?
Well, and then you're bringing in the concept of free will and consent and that sort of stuff, because it's like if someone is willingly doing it, if you wanted to look at it objectively, no, it's not bad. It is done in the recourse of free will. Now, if you have somebody who's going out and murdering the fuck out of people for their souls, who didn't want death and didn't want anything to do with it, now you're kind of looking at someone who's not as great.
I also think, unfortunately, Hunter, a lot of the things you're bringing up are entirely just like, yeah, maybe. Because the game does not provide an answer. It is entirely up to how the DM interprets the...
I do not expect the game to provide an answer. What I'm proposing is that ultimately, if something or someone is sentient enough, they are sentient enough to make decisions that aren't always evil, whether or not they made them in the past. Because that's how sentience works.
I don't think that's necessarily true, because if you're sentient, then you can make the choices to be evil as well.
I'm saying I said that they can
So
make
you
those
can-
choices to not be if they so choose. That's how sentient works. You're able to make these choices.
Yeah, but what if they just want to be evil?
Okay, then you can be evil, but you're still making that choice. That's not what
Well,
I'm.
a lot of
That's,
I was gonna say, a lot of the thing about the soul that typically is what's considered to be part of the soul and the act of the soul is knowing right from wrong.
well, then I guess that's the
Like
case.
your morality compass comes from your soul, essentially.
If you lose
So
that,
if you're manipulating, taking parts of your soul out in order to make your phylactery, you
then you are a
lose less
beast.
and less of your ability. Exactly. They become not people.
You're not sentient. You're a beast. I only bring up sentience because if you are sentient, you have the choices, the ability to make choices.
Mhm.
If you're an animal, you don't have the right and wrong.
Well,
but
liches
that brings up-
typically have their primal need to live forever, which that's like their innate thing, and to do that, they will do literally anything to continue their existence.
Which is
Well-
like interesting if you're thinking about sentience. Sorry, like moral compass being tied to the soul. If you're feeding your soul and you're warping your soul into the phylactery, is that what it was called? Yeah, phylactery,
Yeah, phylactery.
and pushing it in more and more and more, and you're losing that bit more and more and more. You're looking less at what's right, what's quote unquote right or wrong, depending on
You're
whatever
looking
societal
into
standards are going
what
on.
can keep you going.
Yeah, but it's more so now that primal need of like, what can I do to keep going? So if let's say that once you get the soul in, right, you get everything and you're done with the phylactery, you've now become a full-fledged lich. Because I would assume because your soul is
Second
tied
close
to the
rest.
phylactery, you've lost the sense of morality.
Then I'm saying then they wouldn't, then they really wouldn't be able to have thought aside from I'm gonna kill this thing and take the souls and be alive. They wouldn't be able to have
They're
conversations, thought,
They can still have conversations and
can't have
thought. They're
any
just
kind of
using it to
philosophical-
manipulate for their own gain.
They can't have any kind of.
But
No,
see,
I don't
that's
think
where
they can.
that's where I think morality is like, it doesn't.
You can
It's
have
not-
conversations and stuff. Like there's lack of empathy and all that kind of stuff, like psychopaths and whatnot.
You know, they're
They don't
sentient.
necessarily have a moral compass.
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
There might be
They-
messed up.
they-
It's
they
messed
have-
up. They have one, and they're sentient enough to know that maybe that's wrong, or at least by society standards, it's wrong. And I'm doing it anyway.
Yeah, and the Lich can understand that by society standards, it's wrong. They just don't give a fuck because it's
And
not what's
they
keeping
can
them alive.
change that. They can change.
What
that,
is this
what a serial killer
debate?
can change that thought process.
No, they
I'm not
can't.
saying it's easy.
No,
I'm
they
not
can't.
saying it's easy.
Serial killers
Not-
cannot change
it
that
is-
thought process. It is a
not an
disconnect
easy thing,
in their
but they can
brain.
make the decision. You can't tell me that a person cannot make the decision ever.
There
to
is
do,
a
either not
certain
do wrong,
in a
or do less wrong, or do good.
bringing in
There is a potentially like biomechanical, like your brain is physically incapable of producing the neural pathways to make that type of decision.
Yeah, essentially what I was gonna say is that
That
like, serial killers and stuff.
that is not an issue of morality. It's an issue of like the way your brain is.
Chains.
Yeah, like I'm saying though, is that they don't have to make the good choice. It doesn't mean anything. They just don't have to always make the complete evil choice. They can make different ones.
The
Well,
thing
yeah,
is
but
that
they-
they try to do whatever benefits them. So, like, if doing something quote unquote good can benefit them and the time
Chains.
to continue their own existence, they will do it. But all of it is about them continuing their own existence. That's their whole, like, being, is to live forever, continue to live forever, and just have that be their constant. So they're willing to sacrifice and kill anything in order to maintain that.
Chains.
Chains.
And let's say that we split, like, let's say, because like also another factor we have to
Son of a
consider in this
bitch.
case is the idea of like external morality versus internal morality.
Stay close to
Also,
me, Ras.
these are, you have to realize these
Sorry.
are all just me doing this based off of every, like, literature type of thing I've read in
Yeah.
regards to liches. So, like, ultimately, it's, if they were real, different story entirely, probably, but based off of
Well-
every line of mythology in books
that's the
and
thing is-
fiction fiction I've
well-
seen, it's like that.
Well, that's it. They're not. Well, they're not real. First of all, so it's all speculation. anyways.
Exactly.
And I just can't see how they would never ever be able to have any decision other than animalistic intent of just attacking people, and then somehow be able to call that thing anything other than an animal. Really?
Well, that's why liches are more so considered abominations or aberrations, not.
Well, vampires, I guess you could throw that back in there. Is that they're supposed to have been that way, but now
Back inside the
media
doorway,
has
all the way to the back.
swarmed with the possibility of vampires being misunderstood or possibly being good, even though maybe becoming a vampire is an evil act, or definitely.
I don't
drinking
think it's
blood is
fair
evil.
to compare a
Becoming a
vampire
vampire is
to a
not necessarily
lich.
becoming an evil
I'm not
because you
saying
can have that
it
forced
depends.
upon you. You can't have lichdom forced upon you.
It just depends on the. I'm not saying that that's everything. That it depends on the world of who decided. Because I've seen things where it's like you have to agree to some dark deity and give your fucking soul over to become a vampire. No, that kind of baloney.
Huh? No.
And that also then is just a world by world cases too.
But if I find it funny that if they're able to do that in common in literature, or
And also,
anything like
partially,
that,
it's
why
because
couldn't
everyone wants to fuck Nosferatu.
and why couldn't
I understand your point, Hunter. I will also
I do
say, in like the mythological standpoint of D&D, the soul does have a very distinct purpose.
Yes.
Your soul is what tethers you to the material plane. Like
Is that it?
yeah, basically that's all the soul does.
Okay. Well, tethers you what? Tethers your
Existence.
So your
Consciousness.
body is
It's like your
replaceable.
being,
Your soul is not.
Well, so then that makes it sound as though it does nothing. Like it doesn't. Does it guide morality or?
it's who you
No.
are. It's you at the core of your being, essentially. Like so,
So
your soul could be placed in something else, and you're still you.
Is it? Is it? I mean, that's
Yes.
that's a whole lot of
Yes.
hearsay.
No, that's the D&D. We're talking about the D&D aspect.
Yeah,
that's what D&D does.
That is D&D's answer. So like the justification there is focus on the Magus. That your like ability to come back from the dead is based on your soul's ability to accept resurrection.
Well, then what about
So
the
you can
soulless
deny
creatures
resurrection.
that can act not evil? Not necessarily a lich. I just mean soulless creatures in general. Are they all animals?
Essentially, there's no
I
sin.
misunderstood your question. Please repeat it.
I guess what about the soulless creatures that don't act evil or whatever, or can speak basically? Are they just animals as well? Even if they, and I don't.
Well,
mean- it doesn't
animals
mean
can
lich.
speak.
It doesn't.
They
I don't
become
mean a
awakened.
lich.
They can speak.
I don't mean lich.
So I mean, like you can have an
Any
awakened
kind of-
bear that can speak. Common. Maybe that's just a thing that can happen.
Yeah, it's also we're
Does it have
not
a
going
soul?
through the door yet. We're pulling right to the soul binder.
Right.
Because it I guess again, mechanically speaking, whether you can speak or not is based on how intelligent you are. It is based on your int score, not based on whether you are sentient or not. Because there are sentient creatures who can interact with and like understand the world that cannot speak.
It's not necessarily speech, but part of it is what I'm harping on. It's more having consciousness, the ability to think, the ability to have a conversation are part of it. Yeah, yes, but also things like being able to imagine your own existence and eternal life or not is a huge part of it. Any kind of philosophical thought process or conversation that you can hold would I would say put you on a higher level of a just speech. You know, I would dub that sentience.
Which I do not disagree with. I'm simply stating that the systems in which we are interacting with do not agree or disagree with you.
I need to target something first.
The way I think the root of what's happening, not to say that any of that this discussion is bad and or wrong, but you're asking questions that are both that the answer is both yes and no.
Yeah.
There is no satisfying answer
Because it's not real.
Yeah.
So it doesn't. But it's not necessarily.
It's a great philosophical like debate.
Yeah,
though. I do
that's what
enjoy
it is. I'm not exactly I didn't expect an answer. It's a discussion, is mostly what and I enjoy the discussion. But that's why. But I ultimately, I think my point, just as a conclusion, is like I just feel like if something is sentient enough to have all those cognitive processes that I brought up,
Focus the Magus,
I would say it's sentient enough to not make evil choices.
but also don't get knocked off.
Ultimately.
Yeah.
Or make them evil choices.
That's my argument. If something is sentient to not make the choices, then they're sentient enough to make the choices.
Exactly.
And if they're making those choices anyway, then they just don't give a fuck.
But yes, I'm saying that yes, I'm saying that if they can do it, because the reason I say that is because the game says they're evil, no matter what. Like,
Okay.
that's what the game says.
That's
And
the
that's not
baseline.
logical.
So the way D&D does it, that's their baseline characteristics. That's like they give you templates that you can use, but you can adjust them as the DM however you see fit. That's the point of the games.
No,
It's
no,
malleable.
that can be the point of the games, but I'm saying it would. I don't feel like it's ever logical to say that
Well, no.
something
So
like
so
that
like
is just
when they say
evil
like I'm saying
forever.
they say evil and stuff like that. That's a template. That's not a concrete definitive thing
I don't know. I
in
feel like the
even in
game
D&D.
describes.
I love how
I
my
feel like the
stream
game
turned
kind of
into a lich debate about if they can be good or bad.
Stack on the back end.
I feel like the game kind of very
Towards the
hard
back end, anyway.
what evil is, and that that things are evil
Back on the
forever and
butt.
always.
Stay in
I mean, I
line.
think there's also a point of doing that too, because let's take it down to like the game being just a set of rules and standards. Obviously, we have many people playing D&D. Some people do have the complex morality systems in place that we're kind of like debating and also rationalizing right now. And then some people will follow the book to a T because maybe it's first time DMing, maybe that's how they run their their DM campaigns and whatever, what have you. So it's like, I don't think D&D, like at least the rule books, do not have the luxury of having the moral debates of good and evil in them. They have to be defined in order to make sure that anyone at any level can play.
I agree. They have to define these things, and it
Yeah.
does.
Back on the butt.
I, from a philosophical standpoint, say it is illogical.
Oh no, that's
That-
entirely agreed with.
Stay in line. Stay in line.
So that's my only point. The game makes sense.
Pop
Have guidelines,
bubbles. Switch to ads.
But the same way, if in a game I ran into an invisible wall, I was like, that don't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but the game has to have the guide rails.
Yeah. No, exactly. The game does have to have the game has to have the safety rails in order to make sure that everyone is able to kind of like follow along with that sort of stuff. I think that though it is a very interesting debate that
And all of our
can't be rooted in either like D&D or in like real world. It has to be some mix of both.
And all of our philosophers have already spoken about real life, so now we have to speak about retarded shit like liches in a video, in a game.
I love that. I love that that's the reason we talk. It's like, because
Oh
fuck, we
my.
can't debate real life, so we good.
I will
Even
say
things that have been debated about before can be brought back up again
to-
because viewpoints
to
are always changing.
to
Yes.
advance the thought of like the individual, like liches are more selfish than they are anything else. There's a very popular lich that was so selfish. Being a lich wasn't good enough. He became the god of death.
Yes.
That man's name is
yeah.
Vecna.
Yeah.
Yep, I was like Vecna. That was literally Vecna.
Hey, look
Whole
at that.
fucking time.
So how I brought up how the lich was, what's the difference between a lich asking for souls and a god? That guy became a god. So
A
Yeah,
lot
he
of
was
liches
like, you know
have
what?
god complexes, and that's why they become
Being
liches.
immortal is not being immortal physically is not enough. I need to be immortal in all capacities.
you could definitely, I like I said earlier, I definitely could see a lich who has decided that he wanted to be seen as a living god and created a settlement or civilization for his people, but required them to sacrifice souls to him.
So Vecna.
Essentially what gods do anyways.
Vecna, but
Especially in
maybe
gaming.
more agency.
But But
to
the
the
difference
people.
is that he's very physical and living, and you walk up to it at a temple, and you go, "Here's my soul, bro." So I
That could
just
very easily happen in a D&D campaign.
I could see it. I could see it totally happening, and I could totally see that Lich creating a utopia for his people to ensure that he receives the souls. So, in a way, making it a morally gray and not totally evil. Maybe even
Yeah.
good. Maybe even good. It depends if you think taking a soul would be the bad enough to not justify them living wonderful lives.
The whole reason I brought up the like connection to the like your soul is in mechanically your soul is simply your connection to the material plane is because the whole process of mucking with their soul is to simply say that my physical body is not me, it is the soul, and that's why the phylactery is set separately.
I thought it was out there.
Yeah.
The whole point of becoming a lich is to say, I've gained immortality by separating what I am from my physical purpose. So even if my physical body is destroyed, I live on forever. Which is why demi-liches are a thing. A demi-lich is just a skull enchanted by magic.
I do not have a target. Feed on the void. Let it stop.
It's basically like the final form of a lich. I need somebody to pop mine. Thank you.
Why is it called a demi-lich then?
Because like
Demigod
a regular
demi.
lich is a full body, a demi-lich is just the skull.
Yeet.
Wouldn't demi sort of suggest like half though?
I'm
I
not
mean, it's lesser.
sure
Wouldn't a
of the. I'm not sure of like the word history of the demi-lich, unfortunately.
I believe it's
I just know
something
that's
to
what they
do
are
with, they're called that simply because like some of their powers stuff they need like, hands.
So is a demi-lich lesser in power?
No, they are arguably equal to or greater than a regular lich. They've been around longer.
That's why I think the name is odd. That's why.
Just keep running. Keep running.
Is all.
Damn it.
Yep. I didn't have my totem.
I also did not get any buff from a totem.
Really? Literally had it right on top of all of us. So I can't get down there.
Oh,
Am I LOS for you? That's
Everybody
really
was
what
on
matters for me, is whether or not you can see me.
I couldn't see anybody. I was literally on top of the stairs.
Oh, so you're
Body
getting
block.
like stair LOS bullshit?
Yeah, I was body blocked by 3 different whirling blades.
I think Crow heard all that gibberish.
Oh, probably.
Crow went away quite a while ago. They're not feeling too well, so they
Wow,
went to
didn't
go
even
lay
say
down.
bye. Wow.
They went to go lay down.
I forgot to
Shut
ask
up.
them.
I prove that they're right, and they leave without saying bye. Wow.
Maybe
Also,
stop being
what?
so adorable.
I forgot to ask them before they left because I don't know if they, he, she,
He they.
Them.
he, they. Okay.
Yeah, I
We're
was like,
pulling
I
right
can
away, gang.
answer
I
that.
said he at first, and I was like, wait, I don't know this, and I corrected myself to they.
We don't have a ton of time,
he they is fine.
unfortunately.
He is also just fine. It's
Okay.
he.
Okay.
Yeah.
Banner.
I'm going to kill my email. I have been fucking. I'm gonna use my.
Fucking nice. Good job.
I wish. No, I have. Huh? Wait, hold on.
Just beat me
Whoa,
up.
back the fuck up. Why am I getting?
No, pets, stop
that
it.
perp just billed me.
Stop
I'm
it.
Banner.
Okay.
We're coming back up.
I just let Nick beat the shit
Focus
out
on
of me.
banner.
Abuse me. Abuse.
Here comes the combo.
Who doesn't?
See, LabCorp keeps sending me emails telling me that I have to pay for a lab that
Banner.
I don't have to pay for.
I apparently need to just get an insurance company because that's the best way to ruin people's lives and scam them and make money.
Yeah, actually it is, because this bill is literally like, okay, like I don't know, fuck, but basically my insurance covers the entirety of any sort of lab. And then
Insurance companies are evil and always
God
are
damn it.
evil.
Yes.
They're not allowed to be morally
This is
good.
a waste of time, Raz. This is a waste of time.
I know.
They're
Wait.
they're
Oh,
not
do
like
we have to
witches,
finish?
and it
Oh, it's
cannot be
broken.
good.
Oh, there we go.
Very good.
Thank fuck.
Let's go.
I
Jesse beat me in damage because I got pulled away twice.
I'm sorry.
Dang, I mean, it has nothing to do with you, Raz.
yeah,
All
I
right, we
was
have
like,
he
to pull
was
this
afraid
off.
of my
No
power.
deaths. Big deeps.
I already died once. What do you mean?
I died because the guy bone speared.
Pull off this fight. Big deeps. No deaths.
My stuff is on cooldown for 30
Full
more
sleep.
seconds.
Big blank. No come.
May, how's my new build doing that I built today? It's doing pretty good.
Pretty good, yeah.
Maybe if Raz got invincible.
That's true. That would help.
Wow.
there's a cat named French Onion that's missing in my area. I'm so sad. Okay.
French
Is he-
onion.
Is he
You gotta say that.
cream
There's a
colored?
cat. He is.
Why is their dog here? Who put his dog here?
I get.
You did.
This is my dog.
Ooh.
You want to play
Anyone else like
VR,
to chew on
Asher?
dice?
Does Asher want the VR headset
What?
on?
Who chewing on dice? What?
I said, does anyone like to chew on
Big
dice?
spin. Spin.
I don't
Do you
mind
think
it.
if I put the VR headset on Asher and give him the handles and then put him in a giant place with a ball, he'll play with it?
No.
Loose stack. Loose stack.
Yeah, loose stack.
Sorry. I'm
That-
sorry, Asher. They don't have any confidence in you. You can't play with the digital ball. Do not-
Well, there goes all my health. Jesus fuck.
I was working on it. Promise. Cone.
Laser.
I moved the wrong way. I should have went the other way.
Easy boopy. Easy boopy. Give me that
Yeah,
tongue. That's
Razor.
mine.
Oh my god.
It's okay. I need more
I
water
stole
anyway.
his tongue. He stuck his tongue out at me, so I stole it. I stole it, Asher. I stole it. Can you go get me a beer, Asher?
What?
He doesn't
Asher would
drink.
never. Asher would never.
Yeah,
He also
'cause he's
doesn't
retarded.
drink.
And I don't drink.
I know.
And I never have beers around, so.
I was like, the only beer bottle styles that I've ever seen are.
I got
like,
whiskey. You want my whiskey, Hunter?
I'd have some of that. I wouldn't have beer. I can't even stand
It's
it.
even
Can't
D
stand
and
the
D
beer.
theme. Raz should be the one drinking it because it's rogue.
Line.
Careful.
Drop of the line. Into laser beam. Into laser beam.
Yeah, directly into me, and I'm dead. No sick.
Dog. I love
I
dog
go one
ears.
direction line. I go another direction line. I go another direction
Fuck.
beam.
Dog ears are
Just
the
got
best to play
beans.
with. They're the best. Dog and
Loose
cheese.
stack.
I'm gonna wait a bit.
Raz agrees.
Cleave.
I love spam emails so much.
Line. Oh shit.
I get
Double
them all
line.
the
Triple
time.
line.
Why is it always on me?
Dude.
Why did that hit me?
Let me send you the email that I
Yeah.
just got. Like,
Oh, boy.
hmm?
We can do
I have-
this.
So I keep
I have enough
occasionally
cooldowns.
having this guy from Singapore try to get on my Microsoft account.
Uh-huh.
Lines.
And I got an
Lines.
email like a month ago that said it was just
Laser beam.
There's my email.
I'm gonna
Give it
die
to me.
anyway.
And that was
Shit.
It. That was the
He's
whole.
dead. He's dead. He's dead.
I do it
Ooh.
anyway.
Yeah.
See,
I
got
got
the
I
one
just
that-
got a
I got a
have to
mount?
account.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yeah, you get him out at 2K.
Oh!
Look at that definitely real PayPal.
Alright, cool guys. You don't need to play anymore.
I know, right?
We're done.
This is trash. I hate
You finished the
these.
season.
They think they're so smart, and they think I'm 80 years old.
There's also
and
another mount at 3K,
I don't even
I
respond to
have-
correct to actual email.
but 3K
So
requires like
Literally,
half
my favorite
half
thing
12s, half 13s. So
is that I
Yeah.
have
My new
we're
build
not
is
doing
cracked
3K. We're not
over.
good enough,
I
but
got boat. Boots.
That's
Boat,
literally called
boats.
spam that
Yep.
saves my soul because it's the
Boots.
funniest fucking spam
We don't
emails
play
I've
enough,
gotten in my
Daniel.
life.
It's not that we're bad. It's just we don't
You
play
know
enough.
what I
I don't know, I'm pretty
commented
bad.
on my transmog.
Huh?
Boy, whenever an email comes from like 1_23 FUs
Excuse me.
BWC like
She's still
at
not
No, no,
commenting.
dickmail.com, like as if that's real.
Man.
I know, right?
Like what do you think I'm gonna ever look at that email?
I straight up have so many.
We did. Well, 2 of us did it.
These dogs harassing me.
Let's see. Soliciting sex, soliciting sex, soliciting sex, soliciting sex, soliciting sex. This one is
What?
like, hey, I want a fiance. That was
Email-
fucking funny as
emails for
shit.
soliciting sex? Who the hell gets emails for soliciting sex? Who the fuck? How?
Somebody
Like
who
the
solicits
spam
sex.
emails.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, I guess I haven't
Yeah,
really
you get
looked at my spam folder because that's garbage.
Yeah,
Quite
well,
literally
no
garbage.
shit, it's called spam for a reason.
So I don't really like go through it. I wonder what I got in here.
Do you like
Everybody
my
pick your time.
Valkyrie transmog, Daniel?
I did.
Yeah, I think it's nice.
See what my latest email is in my spam folder. Oh god, it's gotta load all this shit. Oh, national debt relief. Ease your debt and reclaim your financial. I get a lot of financial stuff.
Stephanie's
That's
doing
fine.
that one.
And
See,
I'm
the
tired
ones
of
that
it.
get thrown into spam for me is like male subscribers that I don't really look at.
Why do I have a
Male
Peterson Academy spam email? What the fuck?
I literally have one that just says like contact me, period. That's it. That's all the email says.
Contact me.
What?
Like that guy
Contact me.
that said, like that guy that said, "H full is mine, give it to me," and that was it.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh my god.
Your email's mine, give it to me, give it back. Like I haven't had it since fucking like I was 10 years old, but it feels like.
I know, right?
Gang, that's our mythic season.
Yeah.
We did the
job.
thing.
And there's
done?
an ad from Viagra
Yeah.
left.
I mean, literally, yeah.
Oh, you definitely need that one. You definitely.
I'm going to actually fist
We got
fight
Yeah,
the
you.
the-
okay, that's it.
Your
We're
dick's
done.
too
The
small.
the,
you
the
need
next
the
reward
Viagra.
would be at 3K, which again requires us to have half 12 and half 13s.
You gotta get a bigger peen. We do body
Daniel.
shaming here.
Oh,
Yes,
we all
sir.
got it.
Would you like to climb?
Joke's on you. I
Well,
get to
that's
choose.
that stream,
So fuck you.
folks. I'm gonna call
Would you
it,
like to
and
climb?
I'm gonna tell y'all to have a
Oh.
wonderful weekend because I'm not
Uh,
streaming this weekend. I still haven't
I think I'm
figured
gonna
out my
work on my mage a
schedule
little then, yeah.
with my husband's
Okay.
work schedule.
'Cause I think
I might have to go back
I
to
think I am
just
gonna
2
decide on
days. I'm
mage.
working on it. I'm trying to figure
Unless
it
it
out.
gets randomly nerfed
Anyway,
on the
you guys
VCR
have
and no
a
one
great
tells me.
weekend. I will see you guys
Don't worry,
next
Daniel.
week.
I'm keeping track.
Goodbye.
Why didn't it?